Morgan and Judge Memorial unbeaten. They won't meet till the final game of the year. Union and Grantsville at 1-1. Emory and Carbon at 0-2. Pretty well figure, unless there's some crazy upset, that those are those top 4 teams going to be in there, because Emory and Carbon just really don't have it this year as far as the playoff threat. In the 3A South, a lot more interest there. Manti and Juab at 2-0, Ridgefield and Canyon View at 1-1, North Sanpete at Delta and 0-2. But on a given night, a lot of those teams can beat somebody else. And I got to think that, Cam, there's going to be some scrambled in some standings before we get to the end of the season here.
Yeah, I would think so, especially as competitive as almost every game has been in this side on this side of the bracket, or in the northern side. So, or excuse me, the southern side. So I would expect, as you said, any team on any night is going to beat somebody.
All righty, let's take a look at North Sanpete. They average about 3 touchdowns a ball game, 21.5 points. That's what they score. They give up about 4 touchdowns a ball game at 27.5 points a ball game for North Sanpete. Looking at their scoring, what they can do offensively, I don't see that they can give up more than about 21 tonight and have a hope to win here in this ball game. And they're going to be doing it against a team that can really put up some points. A lot of this, I think, tonight will come down on how well North Sanpete can defend the pass.
Yeah, and I think that starts with defensive line pressure. You have got to go get pressure on Nick Robbins. Try to make him as uncomfortable as he can in the pocket. As good as passer as Nick is, if he has to really move, he loses some accuracy right there. Now, he can roll out just fine if it's designed. He's got blockers in front of him. But he's not somebody that's going to tuck it and run on you. So if you can get in there and make him uncomfortable, you can really affect his accuracy.
Well, and you name me other than maybe 3 or 4 quarterbacks in the NFL, same thing. I mean, that happens. You know, pressure's pressure, and I think that's why you allude to that. Is it's the unsung ingredient in defensive pass protection. And that's a lot of it. You take some pressure off your defensive backs. If those defensive backs have to defend a receiver for 30 and 40 yards up the field, or on slant patterns and long slants, they're going to get hurt on that one. For Juab, they do average 31 plus points a ball game. Defensively, they give up about 22 points a ball game. But a little dimension that I want to add here is that of those 22 points they give up, on average, 12 of those are in the fourth quarter. So only 10 of them come in the first 3 quarters of a ball game. And they've had some runaway ball games, and so they've given up. Don't be misled by that 22 points a ball game that they give up is kind of my point on that one. And, of course, the first-year coach, Rick Wilson for North Sanpete, and Coach Bowering is in his 11th season for the Juab Wasps. And, you know, nowadays you're a real seasoned veteran. If you get into double-digit times, back in the time that wasn't so big, but, boy, now you're kind of in elite territory once you get 10 years under your belt or so at one school.
Yeah, you know, and it doesn't seem like Coach Bowering's been here that long as he came up from Monticello. But
like just a couple years ago, it was a championship in Monticello.
Exactly.
Last year, Juab won this game 56-14. Then 2 years before that, North Sanpete was victorious back in 2010. It was Juab winning by 8, and then they won in 07, 08, and 09. It's our Snow College pregame show. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
MKJ Construction has been serving Central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line, or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance continues to be the type of insurance agent that makes a difference to your family by offering United Insurance. Because United Insurance is based in Utah, they understand the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. This is why they can offer superior coverage for your greatest investments. Give Dale a call at 435-623-2590 and ask about United Underwriters Insurance. If you've had a little bit of bad luck with prior insurance, or even if you don't have insurance now, give them a try. 435-623-2590.
Stop into Skyline Motorsports and Storage and see what all the fuss is about. They're carrying the Kemco four-wheelers and side-by-sides. Kemco has the best warranty in the business with the fewest warranty claims off any of the brands. The snow's coming, and you'll want to be outfitted to get the white stuff off of your driveway. Get your Kemco four-wheeler or side-by-side with a plow and save money. For a limited time, get 1.9% financing for 36 months on all Kemco brand four-wheelers and side-by-sides. Skyline Motorsports and Storage, south of Fairview.
Painter Motor in Nephi is home of the best new and used cars in central Utah, backed by extraordinary service. Test drive the new 2014 Chevy Silverado that's redesigned from the tires up to feature best in horsepower, best in towing, and best in fuel economy, touting a V8 engine that gets V6 gas mileage. Right now, Painter Motor has a rock-bottom pre-owned vehicle special. Get any pre-owned vehicle for just $37 down. Painter Motor, 1100 North Main Street in Nephi. Call 800-662-CARS or online at paintermotor.com.
Do you need a banking partner for your farm or business? Hi, I'm Darren Dyring, branch manager at Cache Valley Bank in Ephraim, and we have money to lend to your farm or business. If you need to upgrade equipment or purchase a new building or just expand, we can help. Also, don't forget we offer free business and personal checking accounts. So stop by and get acquainted. We want to help you succeed. Cache Valley Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
When I was thinking about going back to school, I got pretty nervous, just knowing I had a young family and money was tight for us. As a mother, online courses were perfect for my busy schedule. One of the things that was huge for me was how affordable this program was. Without the online courses, I know I wouldn't be able to finish school or transfer to a major university. I will always be grateful for Snow College in helping me reach my goals and helping me set the pathway for my future.
Are you tired of your old, dirty, smoky, inefficient wood-burning stove? Then now is the time to take advantage of huge promotions on all wood and pellet-burning stoves and fireplaces. Stalling Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning are taking old stoves out of service and offering customers that you up to $300 towards the purchase of a new stove or fireplace. Stalling Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning in Mount Pleasant. Give them a call, 462-3152. That's 462-3152. For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesanddemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
This Snow College pregame show is presented by Snow College at Snow College EDU. Prospective or current students find information on scholarships, housing, and curriculum at that website. We've got on our postgame tonight, we'll name a Cavalier Pete's Offensive Player of the Game for the North Sanpete Hawks, and a Sanpete County Code Defensive Player of the Game, the daily special to the defensive player, and the personal pan pizza and drink to the offensive player. For the North Sanpete Hawks, Mount Nebo Market Offensive Player of the Game, chicken tender meal, with some chicken tenders, potato logs, and the like, and the Whitmore Mansion Defensive Player of the Game, and that will be a free deli chicken tender special. Stop in for the game night special after every Wasp game at Whitmore Mansion. And produce department, some superb variety of fresh fruits and vegetables right now at Mount Nebo Market. For Cavalier Pizza, yes, the takeout number 462-3388. Sanpete Valley Conoco, delicious pizza treats and drinks, along with everything else that's available there. North Sanpete at a 1-5 record coming in here. Lost to Stansbury, 2-point loss to Union, a ranked team. Lost to Maple Mountain, and that's a tough team right there. The victory over Carbon, the one touchdown loss to Manti, and then a 1-point loss last week to Richfield. That could end up, in a sense, being very costly to North Sanpete when some league standings iron out. Matchup tonight with Juab, then they go at Canyon View on a league game, and then at home Morgan non-league, and then close out with Delta. And that could end up being a very pivotal game, too, for them, for the North Sanpete Hawks. So, yeah, that when you lose one by 1 point, you go back and you go, wow, that's kind of haunting us.
Yeah, because that 1 point puts that one mark in the loss column, and it's hard to get, you'll never get it back.
For the North Sanpete Hawks in the rushing department, over 600 yards for Spencer Applegarth. He is the go-to guy. Quarterback Brady Wheeler at 125 yards. You might see a little from Talon Wallace and Bob Serrano mixed in with a few carries in Landon Glasgow. Passing department, Wheeler has completed about 48% of his passes, 65 of 134, 965 yards, 5 touchdowns, and averages about 14.5 yards per completion. Receiving, Applegarth, the leading catcher. Bob Serrano, a veteran as well. And then Lane Cook, Trent Seeley, and some of the others which have have done a very good job in the spots when it opens up for them. And in the defensive department, some of those top defenders, Jake Hadley, Talon Wanless, Lane Cook, and others for the North Sanpete Hawks. We'll take another 3-minute timeout, 3-minute break here on our pregame. Be back with kickoff.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
New car, used car, Delta, Nephi. There's just one name you need to remember, Drew Bay. That's Drew Bay Chevrolet in Delta and Drew Bay Used Cars in Nephi. You'll feel good at the end of the day when you do business with Drew Bay. Drew Bay stands for world-class service with a hometown feeling. That's Drew Bay Chevrolet in Delta and Drew Bay Used Cars in Nephi. Make it a day to remember. Start your day at drewbaychevrolet.com.
How long should your dreams live?
Long enough to pay off the house.
Long enough to send the kids to college.
Your dreams should live forever, so help protect them with American Families Life Insurance. Use our online life needs calculator at amfam.com and call your local agent to find out how much coverage is right for you and your family. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it. Life insurance underwritten by American Family Life Insurance Company. Home office, Madison, Wisconsin.
For details, contact Carol Carver Insurance Agency, 489 South Main Street in Ephraim.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
Terrell Thriftway in Mount Pleasant is always working hard to be your neighborhood grocer. And with items like their famous ugly steaks, I mean, how can something so ugly going on the grill taste so good coming off? And their homemade salsa and cowboy caviar are a hit anywhere they're served. And in the bakery, you'll find Terrell's own roll and scone dough that will brighten up any get-together. Plus, Terrell's prides itself on its produce department, where the finest and fresh produce at great prices can always be found. Drop in today for the best in prices and friendly service. Your neighborhood grocer, Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant.
Our pregame has been presented by Snow College. As we get into the North Sanpete and Juab matchup tonight, Larry Masco and Cam right with you. Appreciate all of our sponsors. Juab won the toss. They've deferred. They are in the white tops, and North Sanpete with the dark ones tonight. Juab will be going on the kickoff. They will kick, and North Sanpete to receive. North Sanpete going left to right in the dark uniforms. That's north to south, right to left, south to north for Juab. And the approach to the ball by Nielsen, and we're underway. And a high kick that angles. And then taken near the goal line. And North Sanpete trying to leverage it right up the middle. Kind of clogged up before it got to the 20-yard line. And that's where it'll start on the first down, just right near the 20.
Yeah, just good kick by Kyler Nilsson. And I think we've seen that more at this level of football, just how valuable kickers are. And we're starting to get more and more great kickers out of these smaller schools.
So from the 20, North Sanpete, right between the hashes to go. First and 10. Wide receiver will come near side. That is Lee. Backup quarterback as well. He is a junior. Applegarth, single set running back. Wide receiver the other way. They'll come to the right hash. Applegarth has got some good yardage and kind of got tripped, but he was able to run through that, pick up 5 yards on first down. Had a good hole on that right side, right off from the right tackle to get it to the 25.
Yeah, really wide hole. The offensive line did a great job by the North Sanpete Hawks as they just go off tackle right there. And the hole did close down somewhat quickly, but not after he could get a good gain.
Okay, that defensive front for Juab. Fairly wide splits there with the nose just angled off. The 5-man front. Then they'll shift it and shift linebackers. They give you that defensive shift look. And plug some gaps with the linebackers. 2 inside backers looking at the seams. Long count. Ball's fumbled. Handed off. And that's all. Got messed up from the get-go. Defensive man took a step. He apparently did not encroach. And then the handoff on kind of a stretch play left, lost a couple of yards.
Yeah, Talon Jennings just came off that defensive line, or sometimes he jumps back into that linebacker spot, so he will move around. And I think he came from his linebacker spot that time in the middle and just came on a blitz.
And it'll be a 3rd down and 7 after the loss of a couple. And North Sanpete, what they might have to start doing is just area blocking. Hey, if this guy's in the area, that's who you block, the way the defensive team shifts around. Again, a 5-man front with a middle linebacker threatening the blitz. And they'll bring motion, and that will only leave one player in the backfield. And Wheeler, the left-hander, going to throw to the outside. Has it complete, but the tackle and the quick close made by Caden Whiting, the senior defensive back, and that will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that time Juab just kept everything underneath him right there. Good pass out on the corner. Just couldn't get around that one defender, and it just forces North Sanpete into a punting situation. And we talked about it a little bit in the pregame. You do not, down a distance becomes important, and 4th and 7 or 3rd and 7 is not where you want to be.
Single return back standing inside the 40, awaiting the punt. Low snap, picked up off the grass and booted out of there. Lind up sidewinding line drive, fielded at the 40. And then up to the 45, dancing back to the right-hand side. Orm, and still on the run to midfield. 45 going to have flags, bringing it back at about the 50-yard line, though. I think this will all come back. We'll take a 30-second timeout here.
The punt is returned by Orm.
People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured that Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal, hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
So the block in the back after during the return is going to spot the ball at about the 37-yard line for the Juab Wasps. So still pretty decent field to work with here at the 37. Ball between the hashes. They go right to left here from south to north. Wide receivers each way, double wides left. And actually double wides right, the one's in tight in that H-back spot. They'll bring motion out of the slot. Fly pattern, hand it off. And Dietrichson goes around the right-hand side and scoots to the 6 or 7 gain out to about the 43-yard line on the carry. So it implements out of the spread the same philosophy of a fly, or the speed back is often called in that motion back that goes around and gets the carry.
Yeah, that time Diedrich Davidson, and they'll move Diedrich all over the field. They'll put him in the I formation, put him in that slot, and occasionally even throw him out to that wide receiver position.
It'll be 2nd down and 3 after the 7-yard pickup to the 44. Motion from right to left this time. Handed on the dive back. He has hit the line, driven back. Brandon Smith, the tailback, fullback, doesn't get much on that one.
No, great job there by the defensive front of North Sanpete as they just held that. They were looking for Brandon Smith. After the little fake on the little sweep, give to Brandon Smith up the middle. It's been a successful play for Juab all year, but not this time.
About a 1-yard gain, a 3rd down and 2. So here's a critical 3rd down for the North Sanpete Hawks early in the ball game. Approaching midfield, a long time in the huddle. They got to get out of here. Lickety split on this one. Nolan Nielsen will come wide to this end, and they are going to have all kinds of a mess up there as they tried to get to the line in too big area. Too long in the huddle. Only the coaches know what that was. It took them too long there. And the ripple effect creates other problems. So the 5-yard mark-off will bring the ball back to the 40-yard line, make it 3rd and 7.
Yeah, very similar to the first North Sanpete now. North Sanpete 3rd down when they also had 3rd and 7.
Robbins from the sideline to bring in the play to the huddle himself on a ball spot at the 40. 7-yard gain, 1-yard gain, 5-yard loss on the penalty. And here with the 3rd down and 7 from the shotgun. Rolls to the right, got some backside pressure, plants, throws, has it complete on the drag pattern at the midfield marker at the 50. And that will bring up the 1st down. Peyton Bowering, the sophomore, to bring it in.
Yeah, and Peyton Bowering, Nick rolls right just to get away from that pressure, and Peyton Bowering on that drag from the far side of the field right there finds a little room, and Nick delivers the ball on target.
1st down play, gets it into North Sanpete territory at the 49-yard line of North Sanpete. right hash, so the wide side of the field to the left with Tripp set there, one tight, the other's flexed out. Tailback tight, only about 3 yards off, handoff, tailback Smith to the outside, upended, but he's still got about a 4-yard gain, and I mean upended there because that was a low tackle and the old feet went right up into the air. It's a pickup of 3 on first down.
Yeah, and that time just Smith just brought him up really close, almost looks like a quarterback keeper. He's so close to the line, it is just boom, boom right there. That line doesn't need to open a hole for very long, and he got through it in a hurry. But then the second wave of the North Sanpete Hawks able to get him for that short gain.
A 2nd and 7 at the 46. Motion from right into the hash. They'll go to Diedrich Davidson out of a setback and sweep him right-hand side, turns the corner, close to the first down marker. Tonight's ball game is presented in part by Terrell's Marketplace and Sanpete Valley Hospital. Our halftime show coming up, presented by Southern Utah University. Spot of the ball is at the 40, so it'll be 3rd and short.
Just 3rd and 1 now for Juab after Diedrich. It looked like he was going to get there, but the Hawks closed down quickly, got him knocked out of bounds just short.
So 3rd and short for the Juab Wasps, and I would think this will probably be 4-down territory for them anyway. And it's just at about the 40-yard line of North Sanpete. Again, trips left, one of them tight, and then the 2 flexed out. And you got a motion back right who will come deep out of motion this time rather than on the and Robbins takes a timeout. And so they'll take timeout. We'll do the same thing and be back in 1 minute.
Right now is a great time to upgrade those old drafty windows. In just hours, Christiansen Glass and Paint can install beautiful new Amsco vinyl windows. Ah, that's better. Make your home a masterpiece with Amsco Windows and Christiansen Glass and Paint. Your one-stop shop for windows, doors, floors, and more. Call 462-2436. That's 462-2436. Christiansen Glass and Paint in Mount Pleasant. Go Hawks!
Are you looking for comfort, quality, and reliability with your furniture, appliances, or electronics? That's exactly what you find at Beck's Home Furnishings in Mount Pleasant. Choose from a variety of Ashley furniture items, do-it-best appliances, and quality electronics. So whether you're looking for a good night's sleep, relaxing in your favorite chair, having a pleasant family dinner, or getting the chores done, Beck's can help. Plus, Beck's has outstanding prices and special sales every week. Visit them today at 14 West Main in Mount Pleasant or online at shopbecks.com. A 3rd down and 1 for Juab out of the timeout. First quarter, 6:53, no score. Handoff right in the middle, and we got a flag flying out of the defensive backfield. A real clog up in the middle, which referees are kind of giving an indication that they would spot the ball for a first down. Let's see what that late flag is all about here. And from that angle, it would be probably something to do with the tackle. Had official saying a face mask. It is against North Sanpete on the face mask. I thought that or probably the horse collar. So now I think you give him the first down with the spot of the ball. I think I'd put it that way. Spot of the ball was the first down. A gain of about a yard and a half. And then the penalty tags on as well.
Just a 5-yard variety of the face mask there, so it'll just move it just inside the 35.
The ball's the 34 on the 1st and 10. Wide side left. 2 receivers that way, 1 tight, 1 loose. Looking for the give and go to the right-hand side, looking down the sideline, and just a little overthrown. The wide receiver out there on the give and go. And that's Osler.
Yeah, Ty
receiver there on that one. He just did the hitch and go, got himself open, and you talked about sometimes when you get a little antsy, I think if Robbins would have waited another split second and then delivered, he'd have been in good shape.
Yeah, and North Sanpete they've kind of made this obvious that they're going to bring pressure and try to get to Nick right now. On the obvious passing situations, they've brought pressure, and there on a first down, they brought pressure.
So 2nd down and 10, going to throw the pass to the out flat. Davidson jukes inside, outside, and puts it on. Here goes the speed, and Davidson's going to put her in the touchdown territory into the end zone. That'll be a 30, we'll just round it up, 35-yard pass for the touchdown to Davidson, and it's Davidson's speed and acceleration. First the acceleration, then the speed, and he went.
Yeah, and it's just that little dip. He gets that little swing pass as he moves out from that extended slot, and they just swing him behind the wide receiver. Wide receiver gets a good block, and Davidson catches it. And then if you get Diedrich one-on-one with anybody, he's got the advantage there. And he just gave that little move inside. The defender jumped on it, and he went out around the edge.
Extra point attempt coming up by Kyler Nielsen. And he's very experienced at this. I don't know, is the holder a returner? Is that, I think this is the holder, but Nielsen's point after is up. He's a fine kicker. And it's through without no problem. So the score 7-0. We'll be back in a minute.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
Are you ready for a weekend away? Jorgensen's Honda is the place to start. They carry a full line of RVs to make that trip a lasting memory. With models like Yellowstone, Conquest, Amerilite, and Canyon Trail, you can find the perfect fit. For great fun and comfort, check out the full line of RVs at Jorgensen's Honda. Dennis or Mike can help you out. Stop by today at 980 South in Richfield, or give them a call at 435-896-6408.
Approach to the ball on the kickoff by Nielsen, Juab, and it's taken again at about the 2 or 3 yard line. North Sanpete try to come right up the middle and do get the return outside the 20 this time to about the 24. Trailing 7-0 here in the first period. 6:16 coming up, our Southern Utah University halftime show. And the ball game tonight presented in part here by Garrett Honda, all-around dental care, and lots of matzo pizza. Mount Nebo Market, too, our player of the game offensively for Juab, coming up on our post-game show. And the Whitmore Mansion defensive player of the game. Enjoy the Tropical Caribbean Buffet at the Whitmore Mansion, 110 South Main, Nephi. First and 10 at the about the 23-yard line, 24. The shift defensively for Juab. They'll even, not only do they shift laterally, but they'll shift depth-wise, drop the safeties as well. Handoff, and that goes to the tailback, right-hand side, pickup out to about the 28-yard line. So North Sanpete's had a couple of decent first down times. They got it to a 5-yard gain there last time out, and here's another one, a 5-yarder.
Yeah, and that time, just once again, they're seeing something off their offensive right side of that offensive line that is opening holes there. That was Dedrick Davidson, had to come up from his safety position to make that tackle after that nice gain.
So 2nd down and 5, then they'll be wide side of the field to their left. That's across the way from us. Handoff left-hand side into secondary and got some room to, and runs right into our referee. Oh, boy, is he not going to be happy with that ref. Okay, move out. The lateral movement of the referee is not real good. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, and he was there. He had some space to work,
yes,
and that slowed him down just enough to let the Juab pursuers catch him.
We laugh at it, but I don't think they're laughing because that might have been even a 6-point stop by the referee.
Yeah,
but it depended on the speed. They get it to the 42-yard line.
But a really good run coming out of that. And once again, the North Sanpete offensive line doing a very nice job early in this ball game.
So a first down on the 13-yard carry there, basically. I got my math right. Well, they spotted it about the, trying to see, yeah, it is at the 42, so to the 42-yard line. Wide side of the field to the left. Wheeler doesn't like what he sees. Brady Wheeler takes a timeout. We'll do the same and be back in a minute.
Visit your Sanpete Valley Conoco in Moroni, where you'll find courteous service at the convenience store and the world-famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches. Sanpete Valley Conoco is the place for refreshing frazzles, irresistible treats, delicious pizza, and the only place to get the new Yo Cream. Yogurt, only creamier with lots of toppings, and the new Boba Bursts, a new experience in eating ice cream. They also serve all of Central Utah with bulk fuel, oil, and lube delivery, whether in the drum or bucket. Visit Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of highways in Moroni.
Side-by-side multi-use vehicles are some of the most popular ways to combine work and fun. And for whatever challenge your day has in store, Honda has just the side-by-side for you. The new Pioneer 704, and you can see it at Garrett Honda in Nephi. The Pioneer 704 is the only side-by-side that features a pair of independently folding seats in the bed, so it can comfortably carry up to 4 adults. So come on down to Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi, and check out the new Honda Pioneer 704 today. Garrett Honda, a proud supporter of Juab Sports.
Out of the I set, North Sanpete, the long count by Wheeler up under center. Reading defense, if there's any shift, hands off tailback, slam down. Quickly getting in, Brandon Smith, defensive near side to close that down. And in anticipation, they stepped the running back right into that gap for the loss of a yard.
Yeah, Brandon Smith just came through almost untouched and was immediately back in the backfield that time.
So 2nd down and 11 at the 41-yard line for the Hawks. Wide side will be to the left as the ball is on the near hash. Here in their dark uniforms. Game presented in part by Snow College, Painter Motor, Nephi Federal Credit Union. So 2nd and 11, I set again. Full back down. Tailback up about 6 yards off. North Sanpete going to a lot of long counts and faking the handoff, and they're going to throw it across the middle, incomplete. Intended, I guess, on a drag pattern. There was only one receiver there, about 3 defenders. Good thing that Wiener really put the mustard on that one because it just really sailed through some defenders too.
Yeah, and the receiver got knocked down, and I couldn't see why. The
pole was in your way.
I had some block that time, so I couldn't see, but he was down, and it looked like North Sanpete was looking for an interference call. Once again, I can't tell you right or wrong, as I couldn't see that one either way.
So 3rd down and 11 after the incomplete pass. Well, they already had a referee in the way on a play, and
yeah.
Now whatever happened to that one. This will be a critical 3rd down for North Sanpete at the 41. Double wides far side. Halfback, quarterback, and kind of a motion back now, and motion that'll vacate with only one player in the backfield. Wheeler, left-hander, plants. Looking down inside, picked off. Tipped into the air and then picked at the 40-yard line, Davidson. And then Davidson goes down at about the 44 of North Sanpete, and then here comes a flag in. We're going to have a personal foul against somebody. That was tipped by the defender. And that was an excellent play by Kyler Nielsen because that ball was fired. It was coming with a lot of fire on it, and he got a hand on it and tipped it away. And, you know, if the receiver could have broken that pattern another yard or two, they'd probably been better off. But then it's tipped into the air and right into the hands of Davidson. Mr. Opportunity.
Yeah, Kyler Nelson just gets that left hand and just used perfect form that time as he got that hand across. Personal foul is going to go against Juab.
Yeah, I think somebody came in and kind of ducked in there after Davidson had gone down. And so that foul on the, of course, the turnover stands, the interception. Here in the first quarter. Added to the 4-minute mark. North Sanpete trailing in this game 7-0, and the ball will be at the 40-yard line for Juab after the turnover, which is even a little deeper, I think, than where the pick happened. I think it was around the 41 or 42 when that was picked out of the air. So 1st and 10, Juab leading by 7. Wide side of the field will be far side with trips out there. Wide side of the field. And North Sanpete making a defensive adjustment with the basically 4 receivers to the right side. One will stay in, though, and help block. And does a good job coming over. They'll go long, one-handed grab, no good. Could not quite bring it in. They went for that long pattern right down the far side in that mid zone.
Yeah, looking for Kidd right there. And Kidd had a step on him, got one hand up, couldn't get the second hand up, or that would have been a nice gain, as that was a pretty good throw that time by Nick. But on these last 2, he's been a little bit long, and I think if you're going to miss, be long. That's not a pick usually if you're long right there, but he just needs to hone that in just about he's just slightly off.
2nd down and 10 from the 40 as they went for the home run strike there. Again, 4 receivers right, but they often keep that H back, kind of a block back in. He's done a good job of picking up there, and they go to the right-hand side. Completion, good for about 14 yards to the 46-yard line. So they get the 1st down on that 2nd down completion. And we'll call it again for about a 14-yard gain.
Yeah, that was Kidd again, just on a little comeback route as he just went and sat down. Just looked like he was going to go on a vertical route right there, and then just sat down and Nick delivered the ball.
Give them the 1st down and into North Sanpete territory at the 46.5-yard line. Hand to the tailback, left-hand side, runs into, and we've got a flag flying as well. So they'll sort out the penalty. We'll take a 30-second break. State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601. A penalty mark off on a hold against Juab will put the ball back to the 44-yard line of Juab after that penalty mark off, and it'll be 1st and 20 basically for them at that point to the penalty. So wide side will be to this side. They've been sending those multiple receivers wide side. This time they'll go 3 left, 1 right, shotgun set, and a tailback in. Oh, and the ball fumbled, and Robbins gets down on it. That was going to be a pitch play to Davidson, and Robbins, that is, looked before he really secured the ball, and a loss there of almost 5 yards on that.
Yeah, and that time looked like Nick wanted to pitch that before he caught it quite yet. Just took his eye off the ball, just like a receiver there out of the shotgun, and was unable to get that pitch out and just had to. I mean, the North Sanpete Hawks were sending pressure every time they see Nick in the gun, and he just had to fall on that.
2nd down and long as they are at the 39-yard line now. First quarter, 7-0. Juab the lead. Long way to go here with 2 downs to try to do it. Robbins in the pocket, flushed out, pressured, comes to the right-hand side, rolls right-hand side, bullet, got it complete to Davidson. Davidson, this kid can run a pass pattern. I'll tell you what, he really made that develop. He ran it deep coming back, and he bailed Robbins out, giving him a target, and he hit him right in the numbers.
Yeah, and puts it up there after that big reception, gives you a 3rd and manageable distances. It'll be about 3rd and 2, I'll call it 3rd and 4 probably after that.
A 21-yard pass completion, and a 3rd and 4 now at the 40-yard line of North Sanpete. Motion will come out of the H-back spot. They'll make the pitch, sweep the left-hand side, got room to run for the left sweep, and way down inside the 20-yard line on the carry for North Sanpete, and that's Diego Carmona on the carry.
Yeah, it just comes on that sweep where he goes around the deep back, gets the pitch right there, and off he goes. There is a flag.
Oh, okay, got a hold. Juab again. Coming up on our postgame show, we'll be naming our North Sanpete Cavalier Pete's Offensive Player of the Game. You can schedule a party or company meeting at their new party room, and you just call 462-3388. And the Sanpete Valley Conoco Defensive Player of the Game. Try the delicious barbecue turkey sandwiches there, and that player of the game defensively will get a daily special. Okay, after the penalty, the ball will come back to the 44-yard line, and now it'll be 3rd down and 9 for Juab. This has been kind of like a dance, isn't it? 2 steps forward, a couple of steps back, and get off my toes.
But I'm sure Coach Bowring's starting to be a little bit concerned about the penalties that are adding up. 45 yards of penalties against the Wasp in the first quarter already.
3rd down, 9, 44. Shotgun, Robbins, a little roll to the right, now steps up, flushed out, goes to the right-hand side, and too high. And I'm not sure if Bowring was thinking that pass was going to come his way. He was a little late getting the hands up, and it comes off a fingertip. It'll put a 4th down on the board here after the incomplete pass.
Well, a little deceiving. It looked like Nick might decide to run for that right there, and then he just fired that bullet right at Bowring. Very catchable ball, and it would have been enough for the 1st down.
On that late drag pattern, incompletion, 4th down. And Juab acting as if they'll punt this one away here at the minute 21 mark in the first period, and a 7-0 lead. Our Southern Utah University halftime show coming up. An education designed to help you experience more education. Well, in the punt spot right here for Kyler Nielsen at about the 43-yard line. And he's going to try to pooch this thing, get some height on it, and get it staying. Oh, what a nice bounce as it dies at about the 6-yard line. I mean, that, you never know what's going to happen, but if you get that up with that kind of spiral like that, oftentimes it will not take a roll up and down the field. It's going to get some lateral movement, and he just put that thing right down at about the 6-yard line.
Yeah, and that one just kind of sat down like a wedge right there as it hit the grass and just kind of spun straight sideways.
Your wedge. Not my wedge.
All right.
My wedge would go about there, okay? They call it unintentional chip shot. Okay. I'm not golfing with Cam, I can tell you that. I don't golf with anybody anymore. 7-yard line, 1st and 10. Handoff, tailback for North Sanpete Applegarth. It's maybe just a little bit, and then, You know, the thing that I'm impressed with North Sanpete is there can be a hole there, but boy, they close quickly, which means they've got some lateral quickness, not just lateral pursuit, but they've got some lateral quickness.
Yeah, just a gain of 1 right there. That hole is momentarily opening, but by the time the back gets in there, he's held to a manageable gain there, or a very small gain. This time, very small in 1, but it's been 5 or 6, and you will take that if you can get it. But those holes just look huge at the time.
That's a 2nd down and 9 coming up here from the 8-yard line for the North Sanpete Hawks. Wheeler, experienced quarterback, started a lot as a sophomore. Going to the long count again, trying to read the shift. Here comes Applegarth. He improvises and gets the first down to the outside. And he's off to the foot races and finally driven down by Davidson, who had the speed to catch him. Boy, Davidson has really shown his speed tonight, and right there it saved 7 points. And what an adjustment on the carry by Applegarth.
Boy, I'll say that was supposed to go on off the left side. He saw that was all jammed up, saw a little crease out the right side, stopped on a dime, cut it back, and then he was off to the races. And there was only one player out there that was going to catch him, and that was Davidson.
A 31-yard gain for the North Sanpete Hawks and a first down. Just almost to the 39-yard line. Shifts the field a little bit. Now hand it off and fullback dive, and lucky to get about a yard off on that one. So not much for that first down kick right there. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 9 to give him a good 1 yard out of it. A big gain there, 31 yards. That more than doubled the rush yardage. North Sanpete. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Established in 1898, the historic Whitmore Mansion in Nephi offers a tantalizing restaurant and luxurious bed and breakfast. The Tropical Oasis Caribbean Buffet is open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday and includes calypso fried rice, creamy mashed potatoes, marinated grilled pork, barbecue chicken, and curry. Reserve the Whitmore Mansion for weddings and family reunions, as they feature 10 rooms, a swimming pool, jacuzzi, and sauna. Visit the Whitmore Mansion at whitmoremansionnephi.com or call Jenny or Ian 623-0747.
Terry R. Brothers in Excavating and TRB Rock Products offers aggregate products for any of your road construction needs, including road base and a selection of crushed rock products. TRB Rock Products also has landscaping products, topsoil, reject sand, and an eye-catching red landscaping rock. They also do commercial and residential construction, basements, water lines, sewer lines, septic tanks, and perk tests. Get a free estimate at 462-3954. TRB Rock Products, a proud supporter of North Sanpete Athletics.
A 2nd down and 9 for North Sanpete at the 41-yard line. They go right to left now, south to north. Wide side of the field is to the left. The defensive shift, the handoff left-hand side, and nothing there. In fact, it'll be a loss of about 1.5 yards on that pursuit from Juab Wasps.
Talon Jennings, I believe, came from his linebacker spot that time and was able to get him in the backfield.
So the loss. The down marker hasn't moved to which is the ball marker yet, so we'll wait for the head linesman to get him set, but I think it's going to be a loss of about
I think there was a motion penalty called against North Sanpete, and Juab's going to decline that.
Okay, and they'll take the play, which will mean it is a loss of a couple of yards. Okay, I didn't see the flag, but I was just wondering why the hesitation, and that's the reason why. And now head official stepping in. They've got to have a little conference here with the side judge, field judge. 4 officials, 5 officials working tonight's ball game in this one. I don't know if we've had that all season long or not. I think at times we've had 4.
Yeah, that's what I have noticed.
So they have conference committee going on and ready to get with it now. 3rd down and 10. So they say a loss of 1 on the play. And a 3rd down call. 2 backs, fullback down, long count again, no defensive shift. Handoff, fullback, dive, gets about 6 yards, and it'll bring up a 4th down out at the 45-yard line. Well, it's cat and mouse out there right now between North Sanpete offense and Brady Wheeler trying to see if they're going to make a defensive shift or not. And you can tell him he's taken some long counts. Finally, Juab does not make any defensive movement. And then the next time he comes up, and boy, they're moving all over the place on him.
Well, and he caught him in the middle of one move on that third down play right there, and somehow that still went for that 1 yard loss.
So 4th down, punting situation. And looking for the rugby punt to the right-hand side. Line drive one takes some good North Sanpete bounce inside the 20-yard line. Zach Lee's line drive punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 there. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Lots of Matza Pizza in Nephi is locally owned and a delicious pizza restaurant in Nephi where they do delivery to Nephi, Mona, and Levan. Lots of Matza Pizza has take and bake as well as hot and go pizza. Their food is made fresh daily in-store, and they offer pizza, pasta, calzones, sticks, and fresh salads. You can find them online at lotsofmatza.com. Their menu's available there, and you can do online ordering available to the customers. Lots of Matza Pizza, a proud sponsor of Juab High School Sports.
Now split receivers, Kidd and Whiting come near side on a 1st down call for the Juab Wasps and a run left. Doesn't gain a whole lot from the 20-yard line.
That same play they ran with Davidson early in the first quarter. This time they run it with Whiting, and it's not as successful there as the North Sanpete Hawks. Defensive end stays home and able to bring that down for no gain.
So Caden Whiting, a senior running back, no yardage on that one. 2nd down and 10. Again, double wide outs near side. And they've got double wides left on the shorter side of the field and make that. And that was a good read. I don't know if Robbins audibleized in that. Now we've got a flag flying. But you could see that play was there, and I wouldn't be surprised that Robbins audibleized into that one because North Sanpete did not draw the safety over enough to have the linear coverage on that one inside receiver.
Yeah, and he had just plenty of room right there as he just threw that little quick swing pass out there, had it in motion, and I think the receiver downfield got called for the hold as he was trying to do a good job blocking there.
So it is the hold on the offensive player, the other wide receiver that was out there. And that was at about the 32-yard line. So, well, no, 33, I guess, because they mark it to the 23. So that's where the ball will spot at the 23. They did have about a 13-yard completion on the pass, which would have been good enough for the 1st down. But the penalty marks it back to the 23-yard line. And that's where they will go from the right hash. Play action, going to look long over the middle, got a receiver open. Davidson, one-hand grab, and he's gone, folks. He's going to cash that one in at the pay window for another touchdown. And that one's only one that you could totally fully appreciate by looking at it on video because the pass was from the play action, froze the defenders. You just got to respect Davidson's speed. And he was looking over the one shoulder. He saw it was coming on the other one. So he pivots his head, gets one hand out in front of it, brings it into the body, and then he's gone.
Yeah, that time. And I'll tell you, Nick Robbins has done where one of the areas he's really improved at is carrying out those ball fakes or those play fakes. And that time he really did freeze them as he faked a dive to the right side, put it on his hip, spun all the way around, and then just threw that pass up there with a lot of touch to Davidson for that huge gain.
It was a 77-yard touchdown pass. Of course, a lot of it was run. They got it right down the middle. And Kyler Nielsen in to attempt the extra point, try to put Juab up 14-0. And the kick is up. It's good, and it is 14-0 Juab. We'll be back in 1 minute.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call Ecolife for a professional pest control barrier. Ecolife applies a smell-free, safe for the environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. Call Ecolife 283-6002.
All Around Dental Care, located next to the Mount Nebo Market in Nephi, can help protect your smile by keeping it healthy. All Around Dental Care offers free initial exams and x-rays, braces as low as $98 a month, free ortho consultations, and convenient appointment times. Doctors Ryan Rush and Justin Hilmo accept all insurances and even offer an in-house insurance plan. And right now they're offering a cleaning for just $45. Just mention the Wasp Sports Special when you stop in. All Around Dental Care, excellent dental care for the entire family. Call 623-0866.
Well, Juab to kick off. Couple of scores real quickly here from Cam Wright.
Yeah, Canyon View trails Delta 7-6 in the second quarter, and it is Manti leading Richfield 7-0 with second quarter just underway.
Kick comes into the end zone. That means it'll come out to the 20-yard line there. Coming up on our post-game show for the Juab Wasps, we'll name our Mount Nebo Market Offensive Player of the game. That player will get a chicken tender meal, including some potato logs and a drink. And the Whitmore Mansion Defensive Player of the game, a free deli chicken tender special. And then stop in for their game night special after every Wasp game. They're open from 9:30 till midnight with a $9.99 buffet special. First and 10 at the 20 for the North Sanpete Hawks, trailing here in the second quarter at 14-0. They've had a couple of big plays, and they've generated a couple of first down plays with some good yardage, but then things bogged down after that point. A defensive shift again here by Juab. And a eye set on the long count for Wheeler. Hands to the fullback, and he's got some running room out to the left-hand side. Some room there on the carry by Serrano, who will play at a tight end, and he'll play at the fullback spot.
Brought down by Tice Osler from his safety position, and he was one of the last ones that were going to get him, as North Sanpete did a good job faking that pitch and able to get the 9 yards on the carry.
So second and short for North Sanpete. And again, another one where they get some good first down yardage, but they've sometimes had trouble on the second down play. And again, the fullback down, tailback behind. And the long count by Wheeler. Left-handed quarterback, and makes the handoff again to the fullback. And then the flag comes flying in. This one may be a rub across the face mask or something here. Went with Serrano to get a 2-yard gain and a first down. We'll see what the flag is all about here. A personal foul face mask, yeah, so they'll just tag that one on. So got the first down on the carry. Give him credit for 2 yards on that. And then the 15-yard variety on the penalty. So I wasn't so undeliberate, I guess. That puts them all clear out to the 46-yard line.
And I'll tell you, penalties are really starting to add up for Juab. They've been called for about 8 penalties so far in this game, and that total is getting high where I can't do it. Just look and see real fast.
Yeah.
That penalty total is getting so high.
From the 46, left hash for North Sanpete. One of their most favorable field opportunities of the night. Looking for the quick pass into the seam, right-hand side. Got it right inside that flat, into that little seam, and they completed for about 9 yards. Wheeler lifts, goes right into the seam with the pass, and it's close to the first down marker. Give him a 9.5 on that one. Second completion of the night. So a second and a yard again for North Sanpete. And they are into Juab territory at the 45-yard line now. Second quarter action. Tonight's ball game presented in part by Mount Nebo Market and Drew Bay Used Chevrolet. Used cars, and that is. And second and short. Long count again. Long count. Going to pass. Going to look to pass. Wheeler in trouble. Down he goes. They lose 4.
Yeah, just that time Juab brought the blitz, and they were able to. Wheeler able to avoid it a couple of tacklers. But then big Nick Wolforth got in there and got a hold of him, and he could not elude Nick.
So the loss of 4 on that one. Now, quarterback draw might have worked real pretty because that would have been a little different timing, but it was not a draw. So the loss of 4 brings up a third down and 4.5 from the 49-yard line. Wide receiver near side, near the sideline. Critical third down play here. Hand it to tailback. Applegarth tries to go right-hand side, maybe gets 2.5, 3 yards on the carry, and then slammed down there. Kind of one of their bread and butter plays for that one. So it'll bring up 4th and short and decision time here after about a 3-yard gain. Rick Wilson's got decision to make here.
And right there, just North Sanpete hasn't had a lot of success on 4th down, but they've had some longer 4th downs, so hard to tell still. It's not showing one way or the other what they're going to do.
Well, a long time on the sideline to get this figured out, and Hadley finally gets in with a play. He'll go right-hand side, but they're not going to have a lot of bargaining time at the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get up and get this play run fairly quickly, and if you're trying to go to a long count and draw the team off, they do. And they'll hand it off right-hand side. Got the first down into the secondary, and he's gone. Spencer Applegarth breaks through, and he'll put this one in the end zone for the touchdown. He got through that first initial contact. And that's what can happen when you've got a defensive team really trying to jam the line. They don't have a safety in there, and he goes 46 yards for the TD.
Yeah, big run right there for him. And Juab had sold out that they were going to try to stop the quick little dive. And once you sell out, if they get through that initial push right there, which Applegarth did really cleanly, he was gone and off to the races, and just a great run right there as he showed his speed.
So he gets a 46-yard touchdown on the board here at the 6:39 mark in the second quarter. The point after is blocked, and it's no good. So 14-6 our score. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
Here it is, that time of year that all kids and parents look forward to. Back to school time! So the Mount Nebo Market is running the hottest price of the year on Yoplait yogurt at only 39 cents each. Or how about fresh, juicy Green River watermelon, 3 pounds for $1, and sweet, locally grown corn on the cob, 3 for $1. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts, only $1.69 a pound. Yeah, send the kids back to school and then go shopping at the Mount Nebo Market in Nephi, your hometown grocer.
Big run by Applegarth, tightened this game up a bit, and it's now 14-6. Davidson, a couple of touchdowns for Juab tonight. Halftime show coming up, presented by Southern Utah University. Experience more learning, growing, maturing, hiking, dancing, and living. Southern Utah University, Cedar City. High end-over-end kick, returnable. Again, from about the 2 or 3 yard line, and again, North Sanpete trying to leverage it right up the middle and get a return outside 25-yard line. So decent field position there for the Juab Wasps.
Yeah, Peyton Bowering just took that right up the middle, had a little seam right there. The Hawks closed it down, did a good job of staying in their lanes right there and able to break that wedge up a little bit and bring Bowering down.
So the spot of the ball here, 28-yard line for the Juab Wasps. They'll go to work going from left to right here in this second quarter of play. Wide side of the field to the right. Double wides there, and they've got one, that H-backer, tight flanker spot to the right. Bring motion from left to right. That means an overload and then run back to the weak side, and we're off to the races on this carry by Brandon Smith. Down the sideline, 30, 20, the 10, and nobody's going to catch Brandon Smith. I don't see any flags, and I think we have just witnessed a big, boy, are we putting up yards here in big plays or what?
Wow, 20, what was
that? Was 72 yards.
72 yards on that run, and then it is just bang, bang right now, and it's coming from the ground game for both teams.
I mean, we had a 77-yard pass for Juab, and Davidson scored on that, a 46-yard run by Applegarth, and we turned around on a 70. That's the last two offensive plays for Juab and the last offensive play for North Sanpete. Those have been big gainers.
Yeah, and both of them just on simple dives.
So Smith getting that one in, cashing it in on a 72-yard run. Juab's rushing yardage was not real monumental at that point. They've been done passing, but that sure padded some things right there.
That'll always help, won't it? Both teams probably just say, we'll take that, but now defensive coordinators are sitting on the sideline saying, we got to stop this.
Is there such a thing as vertical dizziness? Long time here to get this referee set here across the way. They did a sideline warning, and wish he'd have known he's going to take that much time. We'd have had business we could have taken care of here if we would have known. So now they're ready to set the ball for Kyler Nielsen to attempt his extra point. So the last two plays offensively have been scoring touchdowns for Juab. The kick is up by Nielsen, and that one is good. We're at 21-6. Back with the kickoff in 1 minute.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab high schools.
Well, I hope you don't have neck problems because you're pivoting a lot here if you're at this ball game. Left and right and left, and another kickoff now coming up. Juab kicking from left to right. High, deep one, and taking it about the 2-yard line. Similarities between the teams on these kickoffs. Here's the wedge right up the middle. And a return out to the about the 25.5. The first down and 10 there for the North Sanpete Hawks. Well, plenty of excitement in this first half. And a score right now at 21-6 in favor of Juab. We've had 3 touchdowns already in this second quarter of play, and we're still at the 6:13 mark.
Well, 17 seconds between those two when they crossed the line on the North Sanpete rushing touchdown, and then 17 seconds of game time later, Juab crossed the game.
10 of that was, I think, or 12 of it was the sprint.
Right.
So first and 10. 25.5-yard line, right to left for North Sanpete. I formation. Fullback, tailback, pitch outside, cutting back inside. Applegar slips and taken down. Well, that's penetration from the outside. That's just quick penetration. Jamming it up in there goes Linton.
Yeah, just came off that edge right there and able to wrap him up. Loss of, call it, what are you going to call that, Larry? 5 on that one?
Yeah. So they will be now at a second down from the 20-yard line. That's the defensive end that really crashed the party on that one. He flexes out, though. And they got the wide gaps now between the nose guard and the 2 tackles. Hand off right-hand side, finding that gap, and they'll get about a 6-yard gain. Did I see a flag fly in here again? I think I did. Right about down in there where the tackle was after the 5-yard pickup by North Sanpete on a second and 15.
Initial call is holding against North Sanpete. Now kind of on the tackle. I was expecting more of a face mask.
See what they go with on this one. We've got coming up our Southern Utah University halftime show. Garrett Honda, Intermountain Power, and Whitmore Mansion, some of our game sponsors. Back to the 15-yard line now. Spot of the ball. And it will be, from that point, second and long.
Only the second penalty called against the North Sanpete Hawks, as they've played fairly clean up to this point.
So from the 15, take that last one out of the books, and it's a second down call. Hand it off left-hand side. Get back a little bit of the lost yardage, but they had a long way to go, and that's Serrano, the fullback spot. Mostly tight end last year. They've used him a lot, along with Wanless in that fullback spot this year. So we'll give him, let's give him rounded up 5 yards, you think?
Yeah, right around there.
Need to bring up a third down and 15 for North Sanpete.
Still looking to convert on a third down conversion are the Hawks, and this one's going to be tough.
Yeah, they'd have to get clear out to the 36.5-yard line. Double wides left, shotgun set, single receiver right, and one blocking back in there as well. Out pattern onto the underneath guy, and then Wheeler going to fire it over the middle, and that was way high. He had a receiver coming across, drag pattern deep, that would have been right about the first down marker. We just fired it way high for Hadley. That'll bring up a punt situation.
Boy, but that North Sanpete offensive line did a great job right there. As Juab brought some pressure, as they brought 2 linebackers, Wheeler still had time to sit and throw the ball as that line just picked up the blitzers and their linemen there, and just a great job up front.
So the punt from the North Sanpete Hawks on the 4th and long. Inside the 10, kind of a stutter step, and then the kick away by Lee, fielded, and at the 43-yard line, reversing field to the 50, reversing near side to the 40. We've got a flag flying, clear back here at the 48, so something's going to change complexions here as the return went down to what are about North Sanpete needed to get for a first down, but the flag is near midfield.
Yeah, Stephen Orm, that's his second, really. He's made a great return a couple of times tonight. Both of them come back due to the penalty, and you never know if the great return was caused due to the penalty. But this flag came out behind him, kind of the ones you hate to see when you get a hold or a clip that's behind the play and really has no effect.
It's a push in the back, block in the back. And it'll mark off from the 48-yard line, so Juab will start on their own side of the 50 after the penalty. 42-yard line for Juab Wasps here in this second quarter of play. 21-6, 4 minutes remaining, second quarter. Juab the lead in the ball. Wide side is to the left. They're near hash mark to us as they go left to right. Single back down, Smith. And they'll look to the wide side, kick it out to the receiver, floats out to that pattern and gets about a 5-yard gain to Caden Whiting. Just in the flat. And then a timeout taken here by North Sanpete defensively. We'll be back in a minute.
Timeout is called by North Sanpete.
MKJ Construction has been serving Central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance continues to be the type of insurance agent that makes a difference to your family by offering United Insurance. Because United Insurance is based in Utah, they understand the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. This is why they can offer superior coverage for your greatest investments. Give Dale a call at 435-623-2590 and ask about United Underwriters Insurance. If you've had a little bit of bad luck with prior insurance, or even if you don't have insurance now, give them a try. 435-623-2590.
After about a 6.5, almost 7-yard gain on first down by Juab on that swing pass left. Wide side of the field will be near us now as they work from the left hash from the 48-yard line. Their own 48. Double wides each way, but a couple of inside slots. And a tight set, almost like the H-back, where they can block or go out into a pattern. Looking to the left-hand side, and I don't think he made the catch and call it in. So an incompletion brings up third down.
Yeah, he tried to get Kyler Nilsson on a little out pattern right there over against the Juab sideline, and they just tried to squeeze that in there, and Kyler Nilsson could not bring it in.
Trey Sorensen checks in defensively, and Zach Lee out for North Sanpete on the 3rd and 3. There's a big down for Juab offensively with 2-touchdown lead from the 48.5-yard line, almost to the 49. And they'll bring motion from left to right as they with a speed back. We've got a flag flying, and then the handoff comes right-hand side. And that doesn't go anywhere.
North Sanpete's going to have a choice here to decline that.
I'm guessing it was motion. You think?
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Procedure.
Both side judges threw their flags on that.
Because you had a man in motion already, nobody else could move. The ball, it would be a loss of about 2 on the carry. It is the procedure, and so it would be, if they decline the penalty, a 4th and almost 5. Decision time here for Rick Wilson of North Sanpete. Coming up, halftime show presented by Southern Utah University, where you get involved in your education and experience more. Going to take the penalty? No. Declined the penalty. Yeah, loss of a couple on the carry. It'll be 4th and 5. Get the yard marker set across the way. This is sometimes, we didn't even know what that rugby kind of thing used to be 10, 12 years ago. Yeah. And sometimes that comes in kind of handy in this situation. Used to have to be you ran your fakes conventionally. And now if you've got punters that can pull that thing off. The only thing is that Juab would have to go to the narrow side of the field here if he went to his right. So Nielsen to stand to receive the snap at the 35-yard line. North Sanpete mostly 2 down, everybody else in a stand-up. Punt out of there, just barely got it away, and it's fielded 13-yard line, 15, reversing field across the way, dances up through the middle. Nice return on the way for Hadley, and then we're going to have flags flying in like crazy. Well, this one will probably come back. I don't think we've had any of these plays where we've had players weaving in and out left and right. We've had kick returns that have just gone right up the middle. Anywhere where we've had receivers or players going left and right or right and left, we've had penalty flags.
Yeah, that time
the blockers just don't know quite what side to get on, I guess.
He picked up a great block early in that run, a perfectly legal block, and those flags came after he was downfield, but they were in front of him, and it's going to be that same clip call that's going to go against the Hawks.
They marked the spot at the 25. First down for North Sanpete, but the ball will be at the 15-yard line. So they go deep with 3 minutes remaining. Deep in their own territory, and trailing by 21-6. Game presented in part tonight by Jorgensen Honda, Centricom Channel 10, and the Nephi Federal Credit Union. Middle of the field between the hashes, I set, wide receivers each way out wide, and the handoff, right-hand side, and finally whistled dead after a pickup of a couple. I'm just kind of going through my mind, and you've seen some teams I haven't. We got anybody running something that's not a spread anymore?
Delta would be the only one.
Well, they even spread a receiver out once in a while. Just a decoy out there. That's true.
but
the rest of it's pretty packed in.
Yep.
Yep. 2-yard gain. And 2nd and 8. Oh, we go way back to the days of Bill Walsh and some West Coast offense and everything that's spun and evolved off from that now, including the fly, really.
Right.
2nd down, 8, and the fly dimensions are being integrated in a lot of other offenses. Motion back, goes right then left, and Wheeler looking to the left, going to roll to the left, going to get sacked. At about, I think they'll mark it maybe at the 5. That's a loss there of almost 10 on the sack. Seeley getting through, and a timeout. They stop the clock here. And it's timeout taken by Juab, as it'll be a deep situation here for North Sanpete to come up against. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Stop into Skyline Motorsports and Storage and see what all the fuss is about. They're carrying the Kemco 4-wheelers and side-by-sides. Kemco has the best warranty in the business with the fewest warranty claims off any of the brands. The snow's coming, and you'll want to be outfitted to get the white stuff off of your driveway. Get your Kemco 4-wheeler or side-by-side with a plow and save money. For a limited time, get 1.9% financing for 36 months on all Kemco brand 4-wheelers and side-by-sides. Skyline Motorsports and Storage, south of Fairview.
Painter Motor in Nephi is home of the best new and used cars in central Utah, backed by extraordinary service. Test drive the new 2014 Chevy Silverado that's redesigned from the tires up to feature best in horsepower, best in towing, and best in fuel economy, touting a V8 engine that gets V6 gas mileage. Right now, Painter Motor has a rock-bottom pre-owned vehicle special. Get any pre-owned vehicle for just $37 down. Painter Motor, 1100 North Main Street in Nephi. Call 800-662-CARS or online at paintermotor.com.
Larry Masco and Cam Wright with you here in this North Sanpete Juab coverage. 2:05 remaining, second quarter, 21-6. The lead, 3rd and long. Juab the lead. North Sanpete the ball deep in their own territory now, about 7.5, 8-yard line. Long count up under center. Looking for the quick pass out into the flat. And that was right in our line, and that almost could have been picked off. That really was not. It was kind of to a spot for the receiver, not at the receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. That one was just about a yard and a half, 2 yards inside of where it needed to be.
Yeah, his kid was just sitting. It looked like almost in a zone right there. Ball was coming at him, and he made a great jump on it and just able to get a hand in there, knock it down.
Punt situation, once again for Lee and the North Sanpete Hawks. And he's on end zone. So excellent field position coming up for Juab here. He receives it, kicks it. Got some nice distance on it. Fielded at the 48-yard line by Orm. Orm at the 45 down to about the 41, and then snowed under there. So gets the return there. Junior running back, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for Juab. Oh, what do we got? Well, I'll tell you what, those Those yellow hankies are going to need laundering tonight.
Did another one come out this time?
Well, I thought somebody said something about one. And
yeah, it's down there
here.
Behind
that's the ball marker. That's just the white. I think the white one. Oh, down here this way. No, down. Okay.
Down near the 20-yard line. So well in front of the play where Orm would have never got anywhere near
it's
that.
It's almost like that would be just after the kick had been made or something, right? Now, the one referee had spotted where the ball was received, and then it picked up his white marker, and then he had to go back to where he knew it was at, and then they play catch. I don't want the ball. You want it here. It's your potato. And it's going to be against Juab. And they mark it from where the ball was fielded.
Because it must have been while the ball was in the air.
Yeah. A hold while the ball's in the air, so they mark off the penalty from the 49. It will be at the 41-yard line.
That'll turn a 10-yard penalty into a 20-yard penalty in a hurry.
Yeah, and it makes about a 25-yard difference. Field position here, yeah. So there it goes from the 41 now for Juab Wasps. From the shotgun set, wide side is to the left as they work from the near hash mark. Going left to right. Looking long, going to be way too long.
He got held up there as the receiver on a kind of a Diedrich on a double move and just got grabbed by the cornerback there, and the flag came in. This will be a pass interference or a holding against North Sanpete.
Well, it's the only way to stop him. The thing is, may stop him, but it doesn't stop the progress. They'll mark it off here to put it at the 49-yard line of North Sanpete, so they get a penalty, first down, for the Juab Wasps at that point, and the ball now to North Sanpete 49. Our halftime show coming up, presented by Southern Utah University, and tonight's game presented in part by Christiansen Glass and Paint, Back's Home Furnishings. First and 10, North Sanpete 49, under center. Robbins drops, pumps. Now he's going to look long down the sideline, and it's going to be overthrown at the 20. So they went right back to Davidson again. Incomplete. It will bring it back to a second down.
Almost, I think, just the exact same play. Said, let's try that again.
Yeah, they held it the first time. We'll go back to it again this time.
And the one thing, if you can get some pressure in there on Nick, sometimes he will throw that. And when he's missed today, it's been long. But if you don't get that pressure and let him set his feet,
Watch out, huh?
there's not very many quarterbacks that are more deadly or more accurate than Nick.
So second down and 10, shotgun set. Gives instructions to the left, keeps a blocking back in there as he rolls to the left, keeps rolling, keeps stringing it out, whips it right into the seam, and they've got an improvise for first down. Still on his feet, and snowed under finally inside the 25. So they get the first down on the long pass from the 49 to the 23-yard line, and Juab quickly to the line here with a minute 26 remaining.
Yeah, and just Nick did a good job buying some time that time and then floated it over the first set of coverage and in front of the second one, and then Diego Carmona did a good job.
Right across the middle, incompletion, and that will stop the clock. We'll take a 30-second timeout here.
Do you need a banking partner for your farm or business? Hi, I'm Darren Dyring, branch manager at Cache Valley Bank in Ephraim, and we have money to lend to your farm or business. If you need to upgrade equipment or purchase a new building or just expand, we can help. Also, don't forget we offer free business and personal checking accounts. So stop by and get acquainted. We want to help you succeed. Cache Valley Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Right over the middle, Davidson gets open as it's a flow to the right by Robbins. You've got a receiver dragging across there that draws defenders to the sideline. Davidson right up the middle, and they plug it in for a 22-yard touchdown pass. Davidson, the scoring machine tonight.
Yeah, and you just kind of wonder how he came that open. You would think he would be the man you're keying there, and he just floated right down the middle wide open.
With the safeties drawn each way where they were, that was a linebacker who was going to have to drop deep, and he just let Davidson get on beyond him, and he was gone to the races. So the 22-yard touchdown pass coming up here with a minute 11 remaining, and Nielsen on to try to put his 28th point on the board. Placement and the kick, and that is Good. 28-6. Juab the lead. We'll be back in 1 minute.
When I was thinking about going back to school, I got pretty nervous, just knowing I had a young family and money was tight for us. As a mother, online courses were perfect for my busy schedule. One of the things that was huge for me was how affordable this program was. Without the online courses, I know I wouldn't be able to finish school or transfer to a major university. I will always be grateful for Snow College in helping me reach my goals and helping me set the pathway for my future.
Are you tired of your old, dirty, smoky, inefficient wood-burning stove? Then now is the time to take advantage of huge promotions on all wood and pellet-burning stoves and fireplaces. Stalling Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning are taking old stoves out of service and offering customers that you up to $300 towards the purchase of a new stove or fireplace. Stalling Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning in Mount Pleasant. Give them a call, 462-3152. That's 462-3152.
Juab Wasps kickoff coming up here late in the second quarter. And Davidson, 3 touchdowns on the night, 3 of 4 for Juab. Boot from left to right. This one's angling near side. Picked up outside the hash at the 3-yard line. Wedge is in the middle. Return comes there, bouncing off of it, and out to about the 26-yard line, where it'll be a 1st and 10 there for the North Sanpete Hawks, and time on the clock is 1:05.
1 timeout. Not sure what you do in this situation, whether you just want to get out of the half or whether you're going to try to score. And probably with the score the way it is, you've got to at least take 1 shot and see what you can create.
On the 26-yard line for the Hawks. Halftime, we'll have our Southern Utah University scoreboard. Take a look at some scores, some statistics for you on the halftime show ahead. And our scoring summary. Shotgun set for Wheeler, running backs either side. Brings motion out of the left halfback to overload the short side, near side of the field. And across the seam, oh, and boy, that was a smacker. And they're still wrestling over the football.
What a catch, I think, at that point, and that was just a great catch as he came.
Applegarth out of the backfield.
Yeah, great catch, and Davidson came up and put a boom on him. Legal, did go low, didn't launch on that one, and came down, and Applegarth did a great job of hanging onto the ball.
So the pass completion right near the first down marker. It is good enough for the first down. 10-yard completion for the first down.
Good job there by the North Sanpete Hawks and Applegarth to hang on to that ball.
Well, and I think what you got to do, you try to get the ball into the hands of Applegarth where he can work something in an open field here. So first down, looking for the pass to the outside into the inside receiver, and that's going to be a pickup of about 5, maybe only a yard or 2 on the pass, but then gets a little more on it on the run. And a timeout on the field. We'll be back in 1 minute.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesanddemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
Right towards the end of the first half of play, it's a 2nd and 5 for the North Sanpete Hawks with 45 seconds on the clock, and the ball at the 42-yard line. Wide side is to the left near us. Double wide outs there. They'll bring motion out to the right-hand side, so keep one blocking back in. And the pass, incomplete. Tried to come over the middle with it. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5. Checking into exactly. We've got some. Well, we've got one that might be a little stunner for you on the scoreboard coming up at halftime. And we might just build off that a little bit. I think it's just going to be interesting to see what happens up in a school up in the Northeast. A little history behind that one. 3rd down and 5 for the Hawks. Stop with clocked at 41 seconds. And they'll try to get to that left-hand side. Got the 1st down at the 50-yard line. That'll stop the clock long enough to move the chains on an 8-yard gain on the completion of Sorensen.
And he just fought for that. Now the Hawks need to get quickly to the line. They'll start this clock as soon as the chains are set.
That gives North Sanpete 34 yards in passing right now. The ball right at midfield. Shotgun set. Gonna look, pump. Gonna go down at the midfield marker for Wheeler. And the thing was, now there was a little soft spot in the middle. We got a flag coming in, but Wheeler couldn't work either sideline, and he would have liked to have, because if the quarterback can get out to the sideline, if he's under pressure, he can stop the clock. But the penalty stops the clock.
That looked like a blow to the head by a Juab defender on Wheeler as he was with the arms, but it was to the head. And I think that's a good call by the official, as that was fairly obvious.
So the penalty mark-off will give him a 1st down by virtue of the penalty. And this ball will spot now at the 34-yard line. North Sanpete trailing here by 3 touchdowns, trying to get something else on the board towards the end of this first half of play. 34-yard line. Referee says, let's go with the clock. Motion. He wanted his halfback in motion, and he hasn't gone in motion. Wheeler says, get out there. Tipped into the air. Intercepted by Juab. 25-yard line. Picked by Nielsen. Kyler Nielsen still trying to work. Comes back to the far side. He runs into a referee. And finally he's snowed under at the 40-yard line. That looked like what we used to play out on the sandlot. Except we didn't have a referee in the way.
Yeah, just ball batted right there, and that's kind of amazing. The second time that an official has been run over today. That one may not have been as big a deal right there as it was when the North Sanpete Hawk came through the line. But what is a big deal is it left 1.1 on the clock, and that's a chance for Nick Robbins to take a shot.
Don't you think you play prevent if you're the defensive team here? Yeah, I would be. I think I'd have a 3 safety set, nickelback set right in here if I was North Sanpete. And I'd double up on for Davidson. If somebody's going to beat me, I'm not going to have it be Davidson on that inside. He'll be the slot left receiver. Basically between the hashes, so they got trips, actually almost quads to the right. They'll overload and go trips each way. Vacant backfield except for Robbins. Gets the shotgun snap, pressure backside, and he'll go down. And he'll end the half with a 4-yard sack for the Juab Wasps. And don't see any flags out there, I don't think. That should be the end of the half, and it is. So at the end of a half of play, 28-6. The Juab Wasps leading the North Sanpete Hawks. Scoreboard coming up and a whole lot more on our Southern Utah University halftime show. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
New car, used car, Delta, Nephi. There's just one name you need to remember, Drew Bay. That's Drew Bay Chevrolet in Delta and Drew Bay Used Cars in Nephi. You'll feel good at the end of the day when you do business with Drew Bay. Drew Bay stands for world-class service with a hometown feeling. That's Drew Bay Chevrolet in Delta and Drew Bay Used Cars in Nephi. Make it a day to remember. Start your day at drewbaychevrolet.com.
How long should your dreams live?
Long enough to pay off the house.
Long enough to send the kids to college.
Your dreams should live forever. So help protect them with American Families Life Insurance. Use our online life. How long should your dreams live?
Long enough to pay off the house.
Long enough to send the kids to college.
Your dreams should live forever. So help protect them with American Families Life Insurance. Use our online life needs calculator at amfam.com and call your local agent to find out how much coverage is right for you and your family. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it. Life insurance underwritten by American Family Life Insurance Company. Home office, Madison, Wisconsin.
For details, contact Carol Carver Insurance Agency, 489 South Main Street in Ephraim.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
You want a quality education? How's this?
All of SUU's nursing graduates passed their licensing exam on the first try in May of 2010. 100% of our students, not most of them, all of them. Small classes, caring faculty, the best facilities, that equals quality. Again, in May of 2011, 100% of our students passed the test. That's quality. You expect it, SUU delivers it.
Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant is always working hard to be your neighborhood grocer. And with items like their famous ugly steaks, I mean, how can something so ugly going on the grill taste so good coming off? And their homemade salsa and cowboy caviar are a hit anywhere they're served. And in the bakery, you'll find Terrell's own roll and scone dough that will brighten up any get-together. Plus, Terrell's prides itself on its produce department, where the finest and fresh produce at great prices can always be found. Drop in today for the best in prices and friendly service. Your neighborhood grocer, Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured the Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
It's a Southern Utah University halftime show. Experience more from your education. It's designed to give you a memorable experience. Look into Southern Utah University and experience more. Larry Masco and Cam Wright with you at halftime. And the score at 28-6. The Juab Wasps leading the North Sanpete Hawks. Let's do our scoring summary presented by SUU, the SUU halftime scoring summary. First score of the ball game at 6:27 remaining. In the first period, Davidson on a 35-yard pass catch. Point after was good. It was 7-0. And then early in the second quarter, Davidson, 77-yard pass catch. Point after was good. And then right after that, Applegarth, and that was at 14-0. Then Applegarth scores the next series for North Sanpete on a 46-yard run. Point after failed. It was 14-6. Lo and behold, the next offensive play from the line of scrimmage, Smith, with 9:53 remaining in the second quarter, goes on a 72-yard run for the Juab Wasps, and it's 21-6. And then Davidson scoring with 1:10 left in the first half on a 22-yard pass catch. And point after was good. 28-6. And 2 turnovers, 2 interceptions in that first half by North Sanpete. So that's a look at our scoring summary presented by Southern Utah University. Back with more of the halftime show in 3 minutes.
Right now is a great time to upgrade those old drafty windows. In just hours, Christiansen Glass and Paint can install beautiful new Amsco vinyl windows. Ah, that's better. Make your home a masterpiece with Amsco Windows and Christiansen Glass and Paint. Your one-stop shop for windows, doors, floors, and more. Call 462-2436. That's 462-2436. Christiansen Glass and Paint in Mount Pleasant. Go Hawks!
Are you looking for comfort, quality, and reliability with your furniture, appliances, or electronics? That's exactly what you find at Beck's Home Furnishings in Mount Pleasant. Choose from a variety of Ashley furniture items, do-it-best appliances, and quality electronics. So whether you're looking for a good night's sleep, relaxing in your favorite chair, having a pleasant family dinner, or getting the chores done, Beck's can help. Plus, Beck's has outstanding prices and special sales every week. Visit them today at 14 West Main in Mount Pleasant or online at shopbecks.com.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
Are you ready for a weekend away? Jorgensen's Honda is the place to start. They carry a full line of RVs to make that trip a lasting memory. With models like Yellowstone, Conquest, Amerilite, and Canyon Trail, you can find the perfect fit. For great fun and comfort, check out the full line of RVs at Jorgensen's Honda. Dennis or Mike can help you out. Stop by today at 980 South Coveview Road in Richfield, or give them a call at 435-896-6408.
Choosing a college is tough, but there's a big difference between 25 and 500 students in a class. SUU has small classes. It's a big difference if your professor is teaching class or doing research. SUU professors are in the classroom teaching and calling on you by name. At SUU, distinguished faculty are in small classes teaching rigorous nationally accredited programs on a safe campus in an unrivaled natural setting. Southern Utah University. There is a difference.
Visit your Sanpete Valley Conoco in Moroni, where you'll find courteous service at the convenience store and the world-famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches. Sanpete Valley Conoco is the place for refreshing frazzles, irresistible treats, delicious pizza, and the only place to get the new Yo Cream. Yogurts, only creamier with lots of toppings, and the new Boba Bursts, a new experience in eating ice cream. They also serve all of Central Utah with bulk fuel, oil, and lube delivery, whether in the drum or bucket. Visit Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of highways in Moroni.
Our halftime show presented by Southern Utah University, an education designed for a memorable experience and a curriculum deliberately built to focus on your experience. Let's go to our Southern Utah University halftime show. We got scores up there that we can give out at this point, some of the halftime scores or whatever we got, second quarter scores. Cam Wright, take a look at what we've got.
Starting in the 3A South, Canyon View leads Delta 21-14, and that's just barely started the third quarter. Manti leads Richfield 14-0, less than a minute there before the half. In the 3A North, Grantsville leads Emory 21-12, probably no surprise there, along with Judge Memorial 41-0 over Carbon in the second quarter. And then kind of the surprise comes now as Morgan trails Union into half 35-14.
Well, I haven't seen Morgan this year, so maybe I want to talk a little bit about this Union thing, though. Matt Labram used to coach at Parowan. I was very impressed with him when he coached there basketball. Goes up to kind of his home stomping grounds at Union, gets into a program there. Now, think about some of the dynamics that enter into this. A lot of move-ins probably up there as well.
Right.
A growing school. You got maybe families that don't quite understand the sports culture. They get in there, and Labram had to put the hammer down. He suspended a bunch of kids last year. Won't go into more details on that, but he just figured we got to get a culture change going here and a mindset that can provide for a winning thing. Well, is it paying off? And I think it's showing increasingly week by week. And it'll be interesting to see how this ripples on in coming years. If Union becomes a force in coming years now, this program carries on, it'll all go back to a move that he made that was criticized by some. I highly recommended him. Boy, I just thought the guy did great. And it may all come back to what he did last year.
Well, and, you know, that story got national attention as he suspended that whole team. And even today, there's still some critics that have come back and said, hey, look, it didn't work. Kids got in trouble after. But I think if you read deeper with the kids that are still there right now, and I've heard those kids speak now, and they're saying, you know what, I needed that. I needed to get back on track, figure out what was important. And it wasn't like he asked them to do anything unusual to get back. He basically asked them to be good kids. They had to donate some community time, write some papers, and get good grades and just basically be good members of the community, which every high school football program, that's their biggest goal. Not state championships, but to turn out productive young men. And I think Matt's on the right track.
Yeah, so our hats off to him. And, boy, is he putting it in tonight. Okay, our halftime score here is 28-6. The Juab Wasps leading the North Sanpete Hawks. That's been our scoreboard presented by Southern Utah University. And we'll come back with a look at stats in 3 minutes.
Side-by-side multi-use vehicles are some of the most popular ways to combine work and fun. And for whatever challenge your day has in store, Honda has just the side-by-side for you. The new Pioneer 704, and you can see it at Garrett Honda in Nephi. The Pioneer 704 is the only side-by-side that features a pair of independently folding seats in the bed, so it can comfortably carry up to 4 adults. So come on down to Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi, and check out the new Honda Pioneer 704 today. Garrett Honda, a proud supporter of Juab Sports.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601.
Established in 1898, the historic Whitmore Mansion in Nephi offers a tantalizing restaurant and luxurious bed and breakfast. The Tropical Oasis Caribbean Buffet is open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday and includes calypso fried rice, creamy mashed potatoes, marinated grilled pork, barbecue chicken, and curry. Reserve the Whitmore Mansion for weddings and family reunions, as they feature 10 rooms, a swimming pool, jacuzzi, and sauna. Visit the Whitmore Mansion at whitmoremansionnephi.com or call Jenny or Ian 623-0747.
Terry R. Brothers in Excavating and TRB Rock Products offers aggregate products for any of your road construction needs, including road base and a selection of crushed rock products. TRB Rock Products also has landscaping products, topsoil, reject sand, and an eye-catching red landscaping rock. They also do commercial and residential construction, basements, water lines, sewer lines, septic tanks, and perk tests. Get a free estimate at 462-3954. TRB Rock Products, a proud supporter of North Sanpete Athletics.
Lots of Matza Pizza in Nephi is locally owned and a delicious pizza restaurant in Nephi where they do delivery to Nephi, Mona, and Levan. Lots of Matza Pizza has take and bake as well as hot and go pizza. Their food is made fresh daily in-store and they offer pizza, pasta, calzones, sticks, and fresh salads. You can find them online at lotsofmatza.com. Their menu is available there, and you can do online ordering available to the customers. Lots of Matza Pizza, a proud sponsor of Juab High School Sports.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call Ecolife for a professional pest control barrier. Ecolife applies a smell-free, safe for the environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. Call Ecolife 283-6002.
Our halftime score here, Juab North Sanpete action, 28-6 in favor of the Juab Wasps. Our halftime show presented by Southern Utah University. And the curriculum deliberately built to focus on your experience. Let's go to Cam Wright, have a look at his stats that he's kept here from this first half of play.
Well, first of all, first downs for Juab. Juab had 5 first downs. 3 of them came from the pass, 1 from penalty, and 1 rushing. North Sanpete also with 5 first downs, 4 rushing, 1 penalty. On third down conversions, North Sanpete 1 of 7, and they've probably got to increase that, but they had some long down and distances there, which made it difficult. Juab with only 4 third downs. They were successful on 2 of the 4. And then yards on first down, and I find this interesting. North Sanpete averaging just over 3 yards every first down. Juab is averaging 7.5 yards on first down, but that's misleading. Because if you take out the 77-yard touchdown run, Juab is not even averaging a yard on first downs.
Oh.
But I think the most telling stat of the entire first half is the penalty situation. North Sanpete penalized 4 times for a total of 45 yards, while Juab penalized 10 times for 105 yards.
Plays over 10 yards, 3 of them. If I've got here right, I think 3 plays over 10 yards for North Sanpete. And for Juab, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plays over 10 yards to get the long plays. Team statistics then from that first half of play, 19 rushes, 105 yards. Very unofficial, by the way, on this one for North Sanpete. 5 of 11 passing, 34 yards, 30 plays, 139 yards, a couple of turnovers. For Juab, 10 rushes, just almost 80 yards in rushing, 9 of 15 in passing at about 225. I'm just kind of rounding the numbers off there, about 305 yards on 25 plays. Davidson 3 scores, Smith with a score, Applegarth with the score for North Sanpete, and 28-6 as we are here at halftime. The Southern Utah University halftime show. We'll be back in 2.5 minutes.
All Around Dental Care, located next to the Mount Nebo Market in Nephi, can help protect your smile by keeping it healthy. All Around Dental Care offers free initial exams and x-rays, braces as low as $98 a month, free ortho consultations, and convenient appointment times. Doctors Ryan Rush and Justin Hilmo accept all insurances and even offer an in-house insurance plan. And right now they're offering a cleaning for just $45. Just mention the Wasp Sports Special when you stop in. All Around Dental Care, excellent dental care for the entire family. Call 623-0866.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
Here it is, that time of year that all kids and parents look forward to. Back to school time! So the Mount Nebo Market is running the hottest price of the year on Yoplait yogurt at only 39 cents each. Or how about fresh, juicy Green River watermelon, 3 pounds for $1, and sweet, locally grown corn on the cob, 3 for $1. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts, only $1.69 a pound. Yeah, send the kids back to school and then go shopping at the Mount Nebo Market in Nephi, your hometown grocer.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab high schools.
Ready to go in the second half of play. Larry Masco and Cam Wright with you in our North Sanpete Juab coverage. And Juab elected to defer till second half. They will return. Kickoff from North Sanpete, left to right. Return south to north for Juab. Received at about the 5. Handoff on the reverse and hemmed in, but then pin it out. 30-yard line. Still to the 35, 40-yard line into the sideline. And on the far side, down the sideline, back into the middle of the field. Finally taken out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. And I never, maybe you knew who was it, I never did get a number because of all that scurrying on the far side.
That was Peyton Bowering on the carry right there, and the give came from Dedrick Davidson. It's kind of shocking that you're going to have Dedrick Davidson give up the ball, but very effective right there. As Peyton looked like he was tackled at about the 25-yard line, sprung it outside, then he had just one man to beat, got past him, and then the Hawk pursuit had to round him up.
So he goes to the North Sanpete 25. Juab already in a threatening position here in the third quarter of play and up by 3 touchdowns. Single running back. They'll bring motion Davidson as a speed back. He'll go decoy, and then they'll look over the middle, and they've got it complete on the first strike of the second half of play. What they did was they overloaded on the safety, beat the cornerback, overloaded on the safety, and make the pass to Whiting that caught that on that slant. And that was kind of a modified slant, almost into a post pattern. And you got the touchdown pass of 25 yards on the initial play of the second half of play.
Yeah, just really well executed play right there as they ran Dedrick in motion, and almost like that fly sweep that they'd opened the game with. And this time Nick just tucked the ball in, stood up, and found Whiting on that. As you said, he got into the seam somehow on a slant post combination there.
Extra point attempt for Connor Nielsen, veteran kicker. Trying to put the 35th point up, and this one is no good, and I think it got tipped at the line. So it's blocked, and it's 34-6. We'll be back with the kickoff in 1 minute.
MKJ Construction has been serving Central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance continues to be the type of insurance agent that makes a difference to your family by offering United Insurance. Because United Insurance is based in Utah, they understand the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. This is why they can offer superior coverage for your greatest investments. Give Dale a call at 435-623-2590 and ask about United Underwriters Insurance. If you've had a little bit of bad luck with prior insurance, or even if you don't have insurance now, give them a try. 435-623-2590.
Approach to the ball on the kickoff by Nielsen. Line drive out to the left. The last two kickoffs have been, it seems like they just, you did it that way, I'm going to do it this way. Here's the return up the middle by North Sanpete. The very similar kickoffs all in the first half, deep, end over end. Then these last two, they had a side spin to them for both teams.
Yeah, just kind of more line drive, just get down there. Both of them a little bit harder to handle that time. And the field position shows it as the Hawks get this out towards the 26.
So they'll take over, trailing in this ball game now at 34-6. That point after was no good on the last one for the Juab Wasps. Up under center, Wheeler. Fullback and tailback behind him. Long count again. No shift defensively. Handoff tailback. Thought he had an opening, and boy, it closed down. What Juab will do some in defensive, they'll stand up almost and make a read, even with some defensive linemen. It seems like they make a read and then they slide.
Yeah, almost that amoeba type defense.
Yeah.
It just gives you a tough time on linemen trying to make an assignment and figure out who their assignment is to block each time.
1 yard gain brings up second down and 9 from the 27.5-yard line. And to the fullback, Serrano. He's not going anywhere. See where they'll spot the ball. He was driven back from his forward progress.
Looks like right near the original line of scrimmage.
Well, you know, I saw Georgia Memorial last year, and of course that state championship game was in the snow, but man, they're just looking like, and I thought they were losing some key players. They look like they're even tougher this year.
Well, and bigger.
Wow.
And big. They're just
yeah.
big.
Yeah, loss of a yard there. I'm just side noting there because how Georgia Memorial just clobbered people. They've got one loss. I don't remember who that was to now. But they're just kind of a man amongst kids in this 3A, I'm afraid. Third down and 10. And the shift defensively, bring a defensive end back to that middle linebacker spot, shotgun look. Running backs either way for North Sanpete. On the 3rd and 10, long count. Hesitation looking in the seam. Intercepted by the linebacker who had the underneath coverage. Bobbled it momentarily and then snagged it in. And that pick by Wolforth. He probably doesn't get one of those very often. In fact, he played more down last year than up, didn't he?
Well, and he was down there. I think they just brought him. He was the defensive end there, and they just had him drop back into that short coverage right there, and the ball just came right to him. Actually, Nick, a great basketball player, showed his hands right there as he's able to make that catch.
So the interception is the turnover on North Sanpete's end. It's a third of the ballgame, and North Sanpete got their backs to the wall defensively again as Juab has a great opportunity at the 17.5-yard line. Struck with one play on the last one, and now that was from the North Sanpete 25. Now at the 17.5. And they'll hand it on the left-hand side. It'll be inside the 10 to about the 9-yard line, close to the first down on the carry.
And off goes Brandon Smith.
Smith picks up about 9 yards. Spots at the 10.
Brandon hit at the line of scrimmage that time, able to fight through that and then fall forward for a good gain there.
And that lets me know where the original spot was. Now it's 2nd and 2, so he got a gain of 8 on that play. And it's 2nd and short from the left hash. Pitch sweep to the outside, cutting back to the inside. And going to have, I think, the first down, depending on where they spot across the way.
Hawks were ready for that at the time, though. Still waiting on the spot, but a very good defensive play by the Hawks.
And the spot's going to be a little shy. They're going to give him a yard on the gain, put it at the 9. So a 3rd and about the length of the football. So a 1.5-yard gain. So 3rd and very short. Play comes in from the far side for Juab. I think Orem brought it in, and we'll go with trips to the left. One is tight left, and they've often kept that man in as a blocker, just like you would with a tight end, except he's a couple of steps back. Not this time, though, and they'll run dive up the middle and get the first down. On the 3rd and the short, Smith goes inside the 5. We picked up 4 yards in the first down.
Yeah, just a good hard running right there as they kind of spread you out right there and then just run that quick fullback dive right up the middle.
BYU leading Utah State first quarter of that ball game 7-0 at Cougar Stadium. Jim McMahon inducted into, that's been a topic for the last couple of weeks. Every day on the sports pages, Jim McMahon inducted into the Hall of Fame. I remember watching that guy play in person, and I'll get back to that in a moment here. A 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. And the handoff right-hand side, we've got a flag flying in as well. Pickup of 2 or 3. Got to, when McMahon was there, I was at BYU, got to watch him, and I could have sworn if there's ever been a quarterback that had eyes in the back of his head, it was McMahon. He had a sense about pressure from the backside like you would not believe, and I think that was so much of a key to his success. And the guy was blind in one eye as it was.
Yep, exactly.
And I still to this day marvel how he knew when pressure and blitz was coming on the backside.
Well, you know, I wasn't there yet, but I was young enough to watch him, and you know, I think that there's BYU quarterbacks with bigger numbers, but you know, just the big playmaking ability and just the critical plays that Jim McMahon made are just incredible.
Well, it'll be 1st and goal at the 14.5-yard line. In the pocket, Robbins dances, looks, comes out to the left-hand side, incomplete, goes down under the pressure. And that will bring up a 2nd and goal now from the 14-yard line after that incompletion. He had really kind of plenty of time there, but good coverage in the secondary.
Yeah, and then just kind of threw it out, but it was with a man in his face as the Hawks did get to him that time. And probably one of the few times the Hawks have actually got to him enough to knock him down.
Play from the side. We'll bring up the 2nd down and goal from the 14-yard line. We're here in the third quarter, 7:55 remaining, 34-6. Juab the lead. Sunrise Engineering postgame show coming up after tonight's game. Robbins, deep pocket, looking for the screen, going to look out to the right-hand side, going to throw it away. Well, it had a screen look to it, except for a spot or two where players were. Now, Davidson was still kind of hanging around back here.
The line didn't move over like you would have suspected them to.
No, it's just a lot of players got through, almost a lot of defenders, like if it was the screen, and he's backpedaling, and something broke down. It didn't work. Incompletion will bring up a 3rd down and goal now from the 14.
Kind of a risky throwaway pass there as Nick just kind of lofted that up, but it stayed in play, and a Hawk had a chance at it.
So double wides each way with a single running back. Steps 3-step, pump. Now going to look long, looking into the corner, incomplete. Intended receiver was Nolan Nielsen. Had coverage on the inside shoulder. Got a hand on it, but couldn't. He was trying to keep his feet in bounds, and I think that just made it where he couldn't really catch the ball and bring it in. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, I'll tell you, Nick Larson did a great job in coverages. Nolan got on it, but Nick stayed right up in him, and as Nolan went to bring that down, he found Larson's helmet there too, and I'm not sure whether Nick or whether Nolan could have brought that down, but the helmet was in the right place, and just truly a great defensive play by the defensive back.
So the Connor Nielsen field goal attempt will be a 32-yarder from the right hash mark here in this third quarter of play. 3 incompletions in a row. That doesn't happen very often for Nick Robbins. Here's the kick is up, and it's no good. It's wide left. He had plenty of length to it. Just drove it too hard to the left. Now let's see in golf, is that a hook or a shank?
That'd be a hook.
Okay, so he hooked it. And we're still at 34-6. And we'll be back here in 30 seconds.
Stop into Skyline Motorsports and Storage and see what all the fuss is about. They're carrying the Kemco four-wheelers and side-by-sides. Kemco has the best warranty in the business with the fewest warranty claims off any of the brands. The snow's coming, and you'll want to be outfitted to get the white stuff off of your driveway. Get your Kemco four-wheeler or side-by-side with a plow and save money. For a limited time, get 1.9% financing for 36 months on all Kemco brand four-wheelers and side-by-sides. Skyline Motorsports and Storage, south of Fairview.
1st and 10, North Sanpete from the 20 after the missed field goal. Here comes the linebacker blitz in the pocket, standing in, firing over the middle, incomplete. Boy, we're seeing some defensive backs doing some good stuff, both sides in this second half. That was Whiting in the coverage, the senior defensive back, and incompletion after that toss over the middle. In the hands of the receiver, but falls incomplete.
Yeah, Wheeler with a really nice throw there. That ball was delivered should have probably been caught right there, maybe a half a step behind him, but still should have been brought in.
So 2nd down and 10. Coming up on our post game, our Sanpete Valley Conoco Defensive Player of the Game. Stop by for the delicious pizza, treats, and drinks. That player's going to get a daily special from Sanpete Valley Conoco and Moroni. Shotgun set again for Wheeler on the 2nd down and 10. A long count. Blitz comes from the opposite side. He goes to the outside. Pass is complete. Applegarth. And he's not going to get much out of it as he was already flexed out of there. And defensive coverage coming in from that end by Talon Jennings. It'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Talon Jennings really having a good game right here as he's been in on a lot of tackles, showed decent speed to get in, able to rope Applegarth down before he got that corner turned.
So 3rd down call for North Sanpete. Wide side of the field to be to the left, far side as they go north to south, left to right. The dark uniforms here in this 3rd quarter of play. Long count again. Wheeler, 2-step drop, dancing, going to plant, go to the left-hand side, going to roll out to the left, going to tuck the ball and go. Being pursued across the sideline, tries to get to the 1st down marker. Don't think he made it. He got taken out of bounds across the way. And it will be a punting situation after a run of about 7.5 yards.
Yeah, did a good job as he wanted to throw it to his right. There was nothing there that time. And then kept his eyes upfield as he moved back to the left and then just decided, you know what, I've got a good chance to get there, and just fell a little bit short.
So the 4th and 2 punt situation for North Sanpete. Lee receives, steps, boots, line drive one and fielded at the 36-yard line. Return far side and out of bounds across the way outside the 40. About the 42-yard line. That's where Juab will take over. Cavalier Pete's Offensive Player of the Game coming up on our post game. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 10. An 8-inch personal pan pizza and a drink. Cavalier Pizza just east of Terrell's Market, Mount Pleasant, to our North Sanpete Offensive Player of the Game coming up on the post game show. 43-yard line's where they'll spot it for the Juab Wasps. And they've had 2 possessions. This is their 3rd one. 2nd half of play. One was the 25-yard play from the North Sanpete 25. Scored on the first play of the 2nd half. Pitch to the outside. Turn to the left-hand side. Try and turn it up the field for pickup of about 3 or 4 by Whiting on the pitch sweep. And after the pickup of 4 yards, it'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
And Juab's ran that play several times where they'll bring that split out slot in. He'll be up to full speed as he goes around the fullback out the backside. And then it's kind of a long pitch right there for Nick Robbins, and he gets it out there, and you should already have the corner at that point.
So from the 47-yard line, they'll bring motion Davidson, but they'll hand off right-hand side, and Smith's got the 1st down. And then hit hard after the pickup of 6.5 or 7 yards. Hasn't been lack of contact and hitting in this ball game. These guys are delivering the leather tonight.
Yeah, once again, just that quick dive right there. You get the defense looking at the sweep play, and then
over 100 yards rushing now for Juab in this contest. North Sanpete went over it even in the first half with over 100 yards. One good run by Applegarth helped on that. So 1st and 10 at the Juab, or make that at the North Sanpete 47 here for Juab. They'll overload right-hand side, sending the motion man out there, and then run it back to the near side with Smith, and he's off to the races at the 20 and taken down inside the 10. Coming over with the speed to finally catch him and save the touchdown. But that was just conventional handoff Smith, and everybody sagged far side, overloaded, and Smith came backside. It's as good as a draw. Well, it is kind of a wide draw is what it amounts to.
Right, just that. Draws as good as name. It's kind of a counter right there.
Yeah, counter draw thing.
Just comes back and hit that hole cleanly.
So he pushes it to the 6-yard line. Went from the 47 to the 6 on the 41-yard gain for the 1st down. 2 back-to-back 1st downs. Motion left to right again. Robbins he's in trouble. He didn't have a running back in the right spot. I think that was supposed to be reverse pivot and then hand off on a dive. And when he turned to the running back was not there. Yeah. I don't know if Robbins went too deep on his drop or what, but they just didn't have the spacing they needed there.
Yeah, confusion anyway on that play.
So they go -5. That'll put the ball back to about the 11. And it is 2nd and goal at the 11. That's coming up on our post-game show. Mount Nebo Market Offensive Player of the Game. Produce department and a nice variety of fresh fruits and vegetables. That player gets a chicken tender meal, including some potato logs, drink, and the like. 2nd and goal, 11-yard line. Single running back, wide out to the right, handoff, dive play. Smith, maybe about 3 yards off the left hash. So gets it to about the 6 or 7 yard line. Got a player kind of slow getting up here for the Juab Wasps, part of that offensive front line. And that being Talon Jennings, senior lineman. Got a couple of youngsters like Seeley and the likes. That Wolfworth, only a junior.
Yeah.
Be back next year.
3-year returning junior.
Yeah. Oh, he's got gray whiskers, but but he's back for another year, huh? That 3rd down. Robbins rolling right, going to plant back across the left, try to pass it in the end zone. Incomplete. Try to get flow right, come back left. Incompletion on that. Rimming's up 4th down. Let's see if they look Nielsen for another field goal attempt.
A really good coverage right there. That's hard on a defensive back. He sees all that roll action going right, and Nick is very good at planting his feet and firing back across the field. He tried to do that, but the defensive back right on top of that, great play.
That's a hard one to defend because that's on a cut on your inside shoulder. I assumed that the defender was kind of playing that inside shoulder, but they've had some great defensive back play here. And they're going to go for it here, looking, pumping, and then looking for the out pattern, trying to work it down into the corner. Did he snag it for the touchdown? No good. Incomplete. So they go for the touchdown, far side, incomplete, and no score for North Sanpete. It'll turn over on downs. For Juab, no score, and turn it over on downs to the North Sanpete Hawks. They score here at 34-6 with 3:16 remaining in the 3rd period. Coming up on our Sunrise Engineering postgame show, we'll have a look at the scoreboard and our stat review and scoring summary, all on ahead on the Sunrise Engineering postgame show. And our Whitmore Mansion Defensive Player of the Game. Visit them online at whitmoremansionnephi.com and stop in for the game night special after every Wasp game, including tonight. So 1st and 10 at the 8-yard line for North Sanpete. Something we might look at is where they start to drives where, and here's one that's picked and going for the touchdown. Look for the inside quick one, and that was just snagged. Almost the same vicinity that's on this one, Hatfield, I think.
Yeah, that was number 68 that time.
Oh, 68, okay. That was then on Jennings, Talon Jennings, senior linebacker. And it's that same little area that they had the interception before, so another one. And it's kind of what you don't really read it. The quarterback's just coming up and throwing, and if you got a defender that's dropped there and shifted, step back a couple of steps, he's right in that zone coverage and makes the pick.
Well, and I think that's just film study, and they've picked up a tendency because, they've dropped Wolfworth back there from a defensive line position, and now they had Jennings flying into that spot. So there's something over there that they were seeing.
Extra point attempt by Nielsen. And that one is good. Missed one a while ago and missed a field goal, but he's got that one between the uprights, and it's 41-6. Just over 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd period. Back in a minute.
MKJ Construction has been serving Central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance continues to be the type of insurance agent that makes a difference to your family by offering United Insurance. Because United Insurance is based in Utah, they understand the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. This is why they can offer superior coverage for your greatest investments. Give Dale a call at 435-623-2590 and ask about United Underwriters Insurance. If you've had a little bit of bad luck with prior insurance, or even if you don't have insurance now, give them a try. 435-623-2590.
41-6 our score here in this 3rd quarter of play. That score coming at the 3:10 mark. Juab with the lead and kicking off to the North Sanpete Hawks. Games coming up. Manti at Juab next week. Cam and I will be there alongside for that coverage. And our final broadcast of the season will be the Juab at Richfield game. This is a line driver. Low one, fielded around the 20-yard line. Return outside about the 28 or 29. And it will be a start there after the return by Jorgensen. So 1st and 10 for the North Sanpete Hawks. That kick was like a bullet, just like some of Nick Robbins' passes.
Yeah, just kind of a squibber right down there. Bounced off one mid-man for the North Sanpete Hawks into another one's hands, and he made a nice return out of it.
So from the 28-yard line, wide side of this field, far side. Wide receiver out there. Tight on the coverage. See if they try to pump and go on that, if that coverage stays tight. Handoff, tailback, looking for Applegarth, who bulldozed his way through. Gets low to the ground. Was able to pick up about 3 yards outside the 30. They'll spot him at the almost to the 31-yard line, so give him 3 on that first down carry.
Yeah, good. Once again, just that North Sanpete Hawk offensive line continues to do a good job, but now you've got to get the consistency, and if you can open it once, make sure you can open it twice and 3 times so coaches can know that they can go back to that play.
2nd and 7. And they'll hunt to dive. It's a loose football, and Juab says they've got it. The referee is not, I think, going to. Linesman here, side judge, is not agreeing, saying down, and so that was a pickup of about a yard and a half. That carry. Well, 7 plays before this series for North Sanpete. 2 of them were turnovers and interceptions. So trying to just get some things ground out here, and they've got a 3rd and almost 7.
Yeah, I don't have them with a first down yet here in this second half, and they just haven't had the ball very long.
Well, he's finally getting that 1 8-yard rush, but then right after that came the interception. That was their most productive play of the second half so far. 5-man front, all down for Juab. Rush and push. Looking over the middle, too high on the pass. Intended receiver Hadley. Maybe if he was Jabbar, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, something he could have reached that. Was a bit high. Pass from Wheeler, an incompletion. Will bring up a 4th down and punting. Really, they had everything there except the pass being too high.
Yeah, good route. Good route ran right there. Had a step on him across the middle.
So punt situation again here for North Sanpete. Our Sunrise Engineering postgame show coming up. Making the things you do every day better. Every day. Calling for the snap, and Lee to boot it away. Trying to keep it near the right sideline, and he does, and it takes a good bounce for North Sanpete. Inside the 20 to about the 16-yard line. A very effective punt. Now, if this North Sanpete defense can come out and make a little bit of a stand, they're going to have their field position a little more favorable.
Yeah, and I think that's what you want to do right here is get that field position flipped, as this has been, whole quarter has been played in Juab's favor after that initial kickoff return. Then, as you mentioned, the couple of the turnover there, and it's just all been played down on that side.
So that will be at the 17-yard line. That's the end of the quarter. It's a score of 41-6. We'll be back in a minute.
Stop into Skyline Motorsports and Storage and see what all the fuss is about. They're carrying the Kemco 4-wheelers and side-by-sides. Kemco has the best warranty in the business with the fewest warranty claims off any of the brands. The snow's coming, and you'll want to be outfitted to get the white stuff off of your driveway. Get your Kemco 4-wheeler or side-by-side with a plow and save money. For a limited time, get 1.9% financing for 36 months on all Kemco brand 4-wheelers and side-by-sides. Skyline Motorsports and Storage, south of Fairview.
Painter Motor in Nephi is home of the best new and used cars in central Utah, backed by extraordinary service. Test drive the new 2014 Chevy Silverado that's redesigned from the tires up to feature best in horsepower, best in towing, and best in fuel economy, touting a V8 engine that gets V6 gas mileage. Right now, Painter Motor has a rock-bottom pre-owned vehicle special. Get any pre-owned vehicle for just $37 down. Painter Motor, 1100 North Main Street in Nephi. Call 800-662-CARS or online at paintermotor.com.
In the fourth quarter play, running clock underway now with this 41-6 margin. It's a 1st and 10, about the 16.5-yard line for the Juab Wasps. Wide side is to the right. They'll bring that. Receiver in tight on a motion set. And handoff, left-hand side and running room out to the, well, it wasn't so much room. It was just hard fought and knocking players out of the way. And getting Davidson getting that carry. Good for, boy, guy can do it all. Speed, hard work, blue-collar stuff inside. Put him to work. A lot of experience, too. He knows this game well now.
Yeah, and, you know,
penalty here.
Last year just very quiet because he had those two great wide receivers on the outside. I mean, he was at that slot, but he made big play after big play. And, you know, you kind of always wondered, well, he's so much attention being played to those wide receiver positions. But Diedrich's, you know, he looks faster this year even than more than he did last year.
Yeah. Maybe that's just perception because some of the other players last year was kind of tucked in with some other players that had some good speed. You tell me that Brandon Morgan made the team at Southern Utah University. So, but now he's the showcase in the speed department. After the mark-off of the penalty, it's back inside the 10. They're at about the 19-yard line. And the run to the right-hand side, it's not going anywhere. It's going to be blown dead from the 9-yard line. Wanless went through and helping on that attack. He made the initial contact. So no gain, they say, back to the, well, maybe a foot gain, and they'll put it almost at the 10-yard line. So credited in the books, I guess, officially for a 1-yard gain. That's our first down play for not much there.
Some wholesale substitutions came in on the Juab sideline that time, but Nick Robbins remains in at quarterback.
So 2nd and long. Going to hand it off. Right-hand side, dancing inside, then back outside. Pickup of a couple of yards on that one. And on the carry there was Bowering on the carry?
Yeah, I thought that was Bowering. Number 34, Bowering with Bowering. The carry there.
Yeah, pickup of maybe about a yard. Out to the 11, 3rd down, and 16 for Juab. We're in the 4th quarter, running clock, 9:30 remaining. A moment ago, it was BYU leading Utah State 7-0. Well, if you're looking for good luck, don't ask Chucky Keaton for any.
No.
He didn't have any. And there's timeout on the field. We'll be back here in 1 minute.
Do you need a banking partner for your farm or business? Hi, I'm Darren Dyring, branch manager at Cache Valley Bank in Ephraim, and we have money to lend to your farm or business. If you need to upgrade equipment or purchase a new building or just expand, we can help. Also, don't forget we offer free business and personal checking accounts. So stop by and get acquainted. We want to help you succeed. Cache Valley Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
When I was thinking about going back to school, I got pretty nervous, just knowing I had a young family and money was tight for us. As a mother, online courses were perfect for my busy schedule. One of the things that was huge for me was how affordable this program was. Without the online courses, I know I wouldn't be able to finish school or transfer to a major university. I will always be grateful for Snow College in helping me reach my goals and helping me set the pathway for my future.
Larry Masco and Cam Wright with you, 41-6. Juab the lead over North Sanpete. Some substitutions in here for Juab offensively, and a 3rd down and 16. Robbins still running at the QB spot. Brings motion from his tailback, and that'll vacate that tailback spot. Fullback only. Robbins going to look long on the sideline, and completion made at the 33. Coming back to snag that one. The defender kind of got his feet tangled up, and Osler makes the catch for the 1st down.
Yeah, good gain right there as Osler had to adjust to that in the air, and he was able to go get it.
Gets it out to the 35 after the 25-yard pass completion, or literally 25 for the 1st down. And there's the ball again on a timeout. We'll do the same thing and be back here in 1 minute.
Are you tired of your old, dirty, smoky, inefficient wood-burning stove? Then now is the time to take advantage of huge promotions on all wood and pellet-burning stoves and fireplaces. Stalling Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning are taking old stoves out of service and offering customers that you up to $300 towards the purchase of a new stove or fireplace. Stalling Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning in Mount Pleasant. Give them a call, 462-3152. That's 462-3152. For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesanddemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
Picking it up again here with a 1st and 10 and a new quarterback in and a handoff on the fullback dive into the secondary at the 50 and then taken down finally at the 39. That's Sean, is that Sean Nielsen?
Yep.
Out of that fullback spot as Sean Nielsen, the junior fullback, rambles to the, they're going to mark it at the 37-yard line. So got a good carry there to give them the first down and 10. So another first down here for Juab and their second unit offense in there, playing a lot of reps right now. Ball between the hashes. And we've got motion up front. We're going to have a penalty flying in here. That'll mark off 5 against the Juab Wasps and a procedure called there. So back to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, that time it was one of those, you got a little movement and move the defensive line, then you got a big movement, and so the offense is hoping they're going to get them for the encroachment, but the officials saw the movement by the Juab offensive line.
So 1st and 15 from the 42.5-yard line. Set the offense. Hand it to the speed back coming around out of the slot, and a loss there of about 4 or 5 yards. The pursuit by the North Sanpete Hawks getting the tackle on, you want to say the name?
I didn't, was it
35?
Oh, Colton Wright.
Yeah.
No relation, but I know who he is.
But I figured you'd know the names. That loss there of about 5 on that carry. It brings up a second down from the 47-yard line. Osborne, the quarterback, sophomore. I assume he's doing all the JV quarterbacking?
He is.
This year. And handoff on a straight handoff on a dive, and that's not going to get much, maybe a yard on that one. That's going to put him right now at 168 yards in rushing for Juab, and the lead here on the running clock in the fourth quarter at 41-6. Flag there. Coming up on our post-game show, we'll take a look at scores. Standings, we've got a 7-7 tie between BYU and Utah State right now. Daryl Garrettson, not a bad quarterback in his own right, but boy, Chucky Keaton, those big shoes to fill.
Boy, I'll say, and that they just can't keep him. Now, they say he's not going to apply for that medical red shirt, and so you kind of wonder if he's going to come back at some point, but with his luck the way it's been, just get out.
That was, I think early in the week till late in the week they kind of changed their tune on that, and so we'll see. I think that Coach Wells just doesn't want to admit it yet, but I think really what doctors are saying, that might be your smartest thing to do.
Right.
Maybe they can, I don't know how much time period after the injury they have before they can apply for their medical red shirt, but maybe they're going to drag that out as long as they can before they make the final decision. 3rd and long. Osborne looking to pass out into the flat, incomplete. Had the defender right there on the post pattern, the inside slant, and that will bring up a punting situation.
You're hoping at this point that you could punt it even to the original line of scrimmage, and
the
first down might be really optimistic.
Yeah, they got to get it clear down to the 27-yard line. North Sanpete will send double receivers back for the North Sanpete Hawks. Game next week on the road to Cedar City to play at Canyon View. That could be real important come playoff time. then Morgan in a non-league game, and then closing out with Delta. Standings now starting to really start taking shape. Punt unit on here for the Wasps. And the kick. It's going to angle to the right-hand side. Fielded there at the 29, 30, 40 sideline. And going to be out at, let's see where they mark it down at the referee took a beating.
Yeah, and fell right in the mud puddle right there as he took a shot. It's been a tough night for officials. And you mentioned it. You know, we've seen 2 times, now 3 times where officials have been hit, and we've talked about that 5th official out there that I think these kids aren't used to.
That's true.
And that's a.
But that one early in the ball game, that's where an official is a lot of times. You just got to move. If you're official, you got to get out of the way.
Yep.
You need to start doing a little bit of a slant backpedal and get out of the way, because it wasn't like he was knocked into the way there. Okay. The ball was set at the 50-yard line, right at the midfield marker after that punt return for the North Sanpete Hawks. So they are at the 50, and now an official stepping in. I don't know, 49. We'll mark the ball 49 and stop the clock, which we are waiting on the official to. I guess he says, now I'm ready. He's wiping off the mud. He still had the towel. And now one of them's laughing at him. He rubbed salt in the wound, buddy. So
we can take this minute to update that surprise out of Union. And it's now Union 42, Morgan 14 going into the 4. So I think
that one's in the books, don't you?
I do. Woo. Canyon View 35, wow. Delta 34 with 2 minutes left in the 4th.
Oh, my. Interesting. First down 10 here from the 49 of Juab for North Sanpete Hawks. Wheeler hands off Applegarth. Applegarth diving right-hand side. He's still on the run, scoots to the outside, turning far sideline at the 10. The 5, Applegarth. I don't see any flags. I think he's just turned in a 49-yard run for a touchdown.
Yeah, just great run as he went off that right side. And the Hawks have tried to go off the right side all night long. This time very successful as Applegarth will take it to the house and get his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Points on the board here at the 3:14 mark in this ball game for Applegarth. Point after coming up. Now for the North Sanpete Hawks. Extra point attempt from straight away. Taylor Lee waiting for the snap and the placement. Down, kick is up, and he's got it. 41-13 after that point after is good. We'll be back in 1 minute.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
New car, used car, Delta, Nephi. There's just one name you need to remember, Drew Bay. That's Drew Bay Chevrolet in Delta and Drew Bay Used Cars in Nephi. You'll feel good at the end of the day when you do business with Drew Bay. Drew Bay stands for world-class service with a hometown feeling. That's Drew Bay Chevrolet in Delta and Drew Bay Used Cars in Nephi. Make it a day to remember. Start your day at drewbaychevrolet.com.
Now points on the board for Applegarth, his 2nd touchdown of the night. 49-yard run and the kickoff from North Sanpete. And the approach, line drive, angling to the left end of the end zone. It'll come out to the 20 with 3:14 remaining. Tonight's ballgame has been presented in part by Security Insurance, Dale Whitlock, and that Garrett Honda. Also tonight's sponsorship, and Cache Valley Bank and Mount Nebo Market, providing coverage, which will continue next week. Manti at Juab in a matchup. Scores coming up on our postgame show, sponsored by Sunrise Engineering. So 20-yard line for the Juab Wasps. A lot of substitutions on all of this 4th quarter, offensively and defensively. They'll remain unbeaten in league play. And with that Union win over Morgan, then you start thinking, well, let's see now. What kind of is that doing to the playoff picture? Maybe Morgan's not the Morgan of old, but you still just have to fear him. Here's the handoff after the little fake handoff to the right, and then they try to come back to the left with it. And back to maybe the line of scrimmage, see where they finally spot the ball. We got a flag down in there as well. So they'll take a look at this penalty. Face mask call. I'll mark off 5 against North Sanpete. So really, I think it was a little bit of a loss on the play.
Yeah, I think so.
About 2.
Well, yeah. Yeah, almost exactly 2. They'll pick up the 5 from the spot, and it looks like 7.
Yeah, so 1st and 7 now. Osborne looks left and right, wants to adjust something to the right-hand side. Oh, good. We'll have to get back to that one. Telling this tight end, you might be encroaching there. Make sure you're not too far up on the line there. And a handoff up the middle.
You like to see that. At least young quarterbacks aware of what's going on around them, and they can direct a little bit of traffic.
Yep. So pickup of just inches on that first down play. We'll bring up second down basically in the books for nothing on that one. Clock continues to roll at 1 minute and 30 seconds. Our post-game show. Sunrise Engineering coming up. They promote athletic and academic excellence, serving clients in Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, and Arizona for over 30 years now. Our coverage of North Sanpete on that game coming up, that Delta game, that will be on the 24th, and that'll be a KMGR broadcast. Run around the left-hand side, far side, gets the first down on a 2nd and 7. Osborne on the keeper. Will have the chains moving as he got it out to a 30. I'm going to wait till the spot here. Haven't got a side judge over here, just kind of. He wants to stay away from the mud puddles right now. He's not too interested in anything else.
Well, and Osborne just did a great job right there as they faked that sweep, and he just tucks it and goes around that left end and got the first down. And you almost expect victory formation here. It looks like he's going to run a play.
From the 32-yard line. Falls on the football. Right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be actually a loss of a yard or 2 here.
They're going to call that a fumble. I think there was a problem on the exchange, and North Sanpete has recovered.
Lost it on the turf. Turnover late in the ball game. And North Sanpete recovers the fumble. So if the clock stopped now on the trade of possessions with 25 seconds remaining. So we'll just call that about a loss of a yard as well. On the turnover, North Sanpete will have it 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Post-game show just ahead. High school sports wrap-up coming up tomorrow on a couple of our stations, including on KMTI. That's between 7:15 and 7:30. Handoff left-hand side. A couple of yards to pick up on that one. About a 4-yard gain. That'll be it. The game is in the books. 41-13 final tonight. Juab defeating the North Sanpete Hawks. Our post-game show from Sunrise Engineering coming up in 3 minutes.
How long should your dreams live?
Long enough to pay off the house.
Long enough to send the kids to college.
Your dreams should live forever. So help protect them with American Families Life Insurance. Use our online life needs calculator at amfam.com and call your local agent to find out how much coverage is right for you and your family. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it. Life insurance underwritten by American Family Life Insurance Company. Home office, Madison, Wisconsin.
For details, contact Carol Carver Insurance Agency, 489 South Main Street in Ephraim.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
Legendary NBA coach Phil Jackson once said, "Yes, victory is sweet, but it doesn't necessarily make life any easier the next season or even the next day." We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the court and in the classroom. Make your kids' education a priority. Find out what you can do. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and promoting excellence in education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com.
Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant is always working hard to be your neighborhood grocer. And with items like their famous ugly steaks, I mean, how can something so ugly going on the grill taste so good coming off? And their homemade salsa and cowboy caviar are a hit anywhere they're served. And in the bakery, you'll find Terrell's own roll and scone dough that will brighten up any get-together. Plus, Terrell's prides itself on its produce department, where the finest and fresh produce at great prices can always be found. Drop in today for the best in prices and friendly service. Your neighborhood grocer, Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured that Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
Right now is a great time to upgrade those old drafty windows. In just hours, Christiansen Glass and Paint can install beautiful new Amsco vinyl windows. Ah, that's better. Make your home a masterpiece with Amsco Windows and Christiansen Glass and Paint. Your one-stop shop for windows, doors, floors, and more. Call 462-2436. That's 462-2436. Christiansen Glass and Paint in Mount Pleasant. Go Hawks!
Back here on our postgame show presented by Sunrise Engineering. They live and work close to you. See their office locations at sunrise-eng.com. Well, statistically tonight, just kind of in a summary, and yet ahead we've got our scoreboard, and we'll have a look at some of our scoring in our summary. But just a glance here at a few stat notes. Ball control in the second half, Juab, they ran a lot more plays in the second half than North Sanpete. North Sanpete had about 30 at halftime, 12 in the second half. So they had more than twice as many offensive plays in the first half than they did in the second half. Kept the, well, part of it was because of the interceptions that turned the ball back fairly quick. They had 2 more of those in the second half, so 4 interceptions on the night, and turnover department there. 1 fumble late in the ball game, it's only in the turnover scenario there for the Juab Wasps. And we'll take a look at our stats for you now. These are very rough stats, kind of rounding off some numbers. About 37 plays tonight for Juab, 450 yards, 175 rushing, 275 passing. For North Sanpete, 26 plays, 170 rushing, 5 of 16 passing, 34, so 204 yards total offense on 42 plays. And the 4 turnovers, and I don't have North Sanpete for any first downs in the second half.
No, I had them for 0. 5 total for the ball game.
And for Juab, they did have, I think, another at least 5 first downs, maybe 6, 5 in that second half of play. So they were in double figures in that regard tonight in 1 turnover. Final score was 41-13. Juab defeating the North Sanpete Hawks. And so picking up another league win for Juab. They remain unbeaten in league play. And join us for more on those standings and how they shake out after tonight's things. We'll try to run that through on Monday morning on our sports for you and give you an idea on some of those standings. This is the Sunrise Engineering post-game show. We'll be back with a look at some other stats and scores in 3 minutes. Are you looking for comfort, quality, and reliability with your furniture, appliances, or electronics? That's exactly what you find at Beck's Home Furnishings in Mount Pleasant. Choose from a variety of Ashley furniture items, do-it-best appliances, and quality electronics. So whether you're looking for a good night's sleep, relaxing in your favorite chair, having a pleasant family dinner, or getting the chores done, Beck's can help. Plus, Beck's has outstanding prices and special sales every week. Visit them today at 14 West Main in Mount Pleasant or online at shopbecks.com.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
Does your kid know it all? Legendary basketball coach John Wooden once said, "It's what you learn after you know it all that counts." We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the court and in the classroom. Help your kids see their potential. Partner up with their coaches and teachers. Find out what you can do. Just something to think about. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com.
Visit your Sanpete Valley Conoco in Moroni, where you'll find courteous service at the convenience store and the world-famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches. Sanpete Valley Conoco is the place for refreshing frazzles, irresistible treats, delicious pizza, and the only place to get the new Yo Cream. Yogurt, only creamier with lots of toppings, and the new Boba Bursts, a new experience in eating ice cream. They also serve all of Central Utah with bulk fuel, oil, and lube delivery, whether in the drum or bucket. Visit Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of highways in Moroni.
Side-by-side multi-use vehicles are some of the most popular ways to combine work and fun. And for whatever challenge your day has in store, Honda has just the side-by-side for you. The new Pioneer 704, and you can see it at Garrett Honda in Nephi. The Pioneer 704 is the only side-by-side that features a pair of independently folding seats in the bed, so it can comfortably carry up to 4 adults. So come on down to Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi, and check out the new Honda Pioneer 704 today. Garrett Honda, a proud supporter of Juab Sports.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601. Final score tonight at 41-13. Juab defeating the North Sanpete Hawks. Welcome to our Sunrise Engineering post-game show. Let's go to Cam Wright. Take a look at some scores tonight. Some of them are finals.
Yeah, we'll start up in the 3A North. Grantsville 21, Emory 12. That's still reporting as a halftime score. I'm sure it's past that. We do have one final, and that's Judge Memorial 48, Carbon 7. Really no surprise there. Late in the fourth quarter, Union continues to lead Morgan 42-21. And then a score that's just gone final in Delta, and that's Canyon View 35, Delta 34. So another close loss for the Rabbits. Manti 21, Richfield 0. That score is also final. And then I think just scores of interest, Gunnison is falling to Millard. That score is now final, 43-13, as Millard wins that one.
All righty, let's take a look at those standings. Sunrise Engineering standings for 3A South. Manti and Juab 3-0. They'll play each other next week. And Canyon View now sitting in third place at 2-1. Richfield at 1-2. North Sanpete and Delta at 0-3. So with that in mind, that's kind of what looms very large for North Sanpete. That Canyon View game would be, they've got to win a couple. North Sanpete's got to get a couple of wins here to keep those playoff hopes going. That's basically what you're amount to here, because two teams will be out. So got some must-wins ahead of them, including Canyon View coming up. And that kind of takes a look at that. Let's take a look at our Sunrise Engineering postgame stats that Cam Wright has here on some of that synopsis.
All right, we'll just start with first downs, as we talked a little bit about. 5 for North Sanpete. They had 5 in the first half, none in the second half, 5 total. Juab ends up with 10 first downs. Third down conversions, and this is a telling tale, as neither team was great at it, but North Sanpete 1 out of 9 attempts, Juab 4 for 9. And then yards on first down, North Sanpete upped that. They had the long run on a first down play, put it up to 9.3. Juab up to 5.7 for the ball game. And then I think the one concern, Coach Mike Bowring's team played really well tonight, but I think he's going to be in the locker room, or at least on Monday after he's watched this film, and he's going to say 13 penalties, 135 yards, that's just too many.
Yeah, something to work on there. This is the Sunrise Engineering post-game show, and final installment when we come back here, and we'll take a look at our players of the game for tonight's ball game.
Established in 1898, the historic Whitmore Mansion in Nephi offers a tantalizing restaurant and luxurious bed and breakfast. The Tropical Oasis Caribbean Buffet is open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday and includes calypso fried rice, creamy mashed potatoes, marinated grilled pork, barbecue chicken, and curry. Reserve the Whitmore Mansion for weddings and family reunions, as they feature 10 rooms, a swimming pool, jacuzzi, and sauna. Visit the Whitmore Mansion at whitmoremansionnephi.com or call Jenny or Ian 623-0747.
Terry R. Brothers Excavating and TRB Rock Products offers aggregate products for any of your road construction needs, including road base and a selection of crushed rock products. TRB Rock Products also has landscaping products, topsoil, reject sand, and an eye-catching red landscaping rock. They also do commercial and residential construction, basements, water lines, sewer lines, septic tanks, and perk tests. Get a free estimate at 462-3954. TRB Rock Products, a proud supporter of North Sanpete Athletics.
Lots of Matzo Pizza in Nephi is locally owned and a delicious pizza restaurant in Nephi where they do delivery to Nephi, Mona, and Levan. Lots of Matzo Pizza has take and bake as well as hot and go pizza. Their food is made fresh daily in-store and they offer pizza, pasta, calzones, sticks, and fresh salads. You can find them online at lotsofmatza.com. Their menu is available there, and you can do online ordering available to the customers. Lots of Matzo Pizza, a proud sponsor of Juab High School Sports.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call Ecolife for a professional pest control barrier. Ecolife applies a smell-free, safe for the environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. Call Ecolife 283-6002.
On our Sunrise post-game show, Sunrise Engineering post-game show, final again tonight, Juab 41, North Sanpete 13. It's time for us to tell about our players of the game. First off, for the Juab Wasps, Cam, we'll have a look at that.
Yeah, the Mount Nebo market player of the game is going to go to Brandon Smith, who just had a great job running out of that fullback position. And once again, we mentioned him in the pregame that he's come a long way as a runner but as a blocker as well, and he had a great game today. So he will be our Mount Nebo market player of the game. And then, of course, our defensive player of the game is going to go to Nick Wolforth, who out of that defensive line position had an interception tonight. I was trying to remember, did he return that into the end zone on that? I don't think.
The other one went in the end zone.
Yeah,
I don't think that one did.
But, yeah, still a great pick by Nick Wolforth from that defensive end, drop back into coverage. So congratulations to both of those players. Nick will pick up, looks like entitles the holder to dinner for two at a Caribbean buffet.
Well, that and what we've got here is the free deli chicken tender special.
One of the two. And then, of course, that's what Brandon Smith will definitely pick up is the chicken tender meal at Mount Nebo Market. And we want to say thank you to both those sponsors for sponsoring our player of the game.
And for the North Sanpete Hawks, Spencer Applegarth, another strong performance. He'll be all-state. And Cavalier Pizza, the player of the game. You get the 8-inch personal pan pizza, side, salad, and drink for his production tonight. And then Dylan Olson defensively, daily special at Sanpete Valley Conoco, our players of the game tonight. That's been our Sunrise Engineering post-game show. Once again, we appreciate all of our sponsors tonight. The final score was 41-13. Juab over North Sanpete. Larry Masco and Cam Wright saying good night.
You've been listening to exciting high school football action on South Central Utah's sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school football action on Centricom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.